a ripper game tonight. Clicking on go live, just waiting for it to say that we are on. We are live. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKR Sport, this is a big game, baby. Oh my God, this is a big game. And I'm very excited for this one. I'm very excited for this game today between the Canberra Raiders and the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Now, I think this game is actually much more difficult to predict than you would probably assume. The Rabbitohs will go into this game heavy favourites. But do they probably deserve to be heavy favourites? Yes, they probably do, based on recent games between, Raiders and their opposition and Rabbitohs and their opposition. But in the same sense, it's not exactly the easiest game to predict. The Raiders are a very good team. They believe that they're probably a top 4 team. I think I had them in 5th at the beginning of the year. But they think that they're probably a top 4 team. But right now they sit in 8th, and if they lose this game, they actually won't even be in the top 8. They'll actually drop out, and they'll drop quite considerably considering a couple of the other games. They'll definitely drop out of the 8 with, a couple of teams playing each other on that edge. So, look, they really need to win today. They really do need to win today. And if they don't, they're going to be in a real shithouse situation. On the other hand, the Rabbitohs, obviously, they come off a big win against the Titans. Look, obviously, it is what it is. The Titans lost that game. They looked very, very, very good in the first half and then fell apart in the second half. That's how the Titans usually play. Do I think that's going to make them not a top 8 team? Absolutely goddamn no. I think it's actually a really good performance by the team. However, the Rabbitohs, the second best team in the competition. Congratulations to them. They came running home in the end. And Benji Marshall obviously had a fantastic game there to really get them going. So look, I think with the Rabbitohs today, they're just going to get on their attack and really just try to pump them down. Really just trying to, brood them down with their fast-paced attack like they always usually do. The Raiders, they just need to defend like they usually do, and they just really need to grind this one out. I'm actually taking the Raiders in this one. I'm actually taking the Raiders to win this by 6 points. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to go... I'll go 4 points. I'm going to go 4 points. I was tossing and turning about this one all day. I originally tipped the Rabbitohs. I had the Rabbitohs tipped all week. Changed it to the Raiders literally about 20 minutes ago. So, I could live to regret that, but you know what? Who gives a shit, right? I'm going for the upset. So let me know in the chat, guys, who you are tipping and what you think the score will be. Caitlin goes for Titan, says, yay, BKR. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Storm fan says, hi, Blaze. Hello, champion. Sport Reaction says, thoughts on Kevin Walters not responding to a Fafita question. I haven't seen that. He doesn't want to obviously respond to it because, Fafita is ours and he was theirs, and they're an idiot for letting him go. So, of course, he's not going to respond. By the way, guys, I will not be at the game tomorrow. I will not be at the Titans-Broncos game up at Suncorp. I have been very unwell this week, so I've decided to stay home for the weekend. And, I'm still kind of sick. Not really that sick, but I just don't feel like going up all the way to Brisbane, and especially when I have been pretty sick all week. So I will be streaming tomorrow night between the Broncos and Titans and also Storm Sharks. Should be a good one. Jamie Robertson says, I'd stay in the shed. What's going on? Shadow Remington says, I choose the Raiders. I've gone Raiders too, my friend. It's a difficult one. It is a very difficult one, but I have gone the Raiders in this one. Darnell says, congrats on the 9K. Appreciate you, my dude. I'll let you guys know at halftime how you can win it. Now, you guys were actually meant to comment on the Titans Rabbitohs vlog, but because I've been very sick, I haven't been able to put that out yet. I'll let you guys know at halftime what the new video is to do, because that's my bad. Dasmate says, Tigers fans spewing over how Benji played last week. Well, look, the Tigers, I think they should be pretty accustomed to how their players go when they leave. Look at Tedesco, look at Corey Thompson. He's having a fantastic year with the Gold Coast Titans. He's looking unreal. If it wasn't for David Feeder, I'd say he's probably been our best player so far this year. You go back and have a look at Josh Haddocar. Ryan Pappenhausen was there at one stage. Tedesco, look at all these players. And Benji Marshall, obviously a club legend who they did let go. But in the same sense, Benji's been good this year. But the last game he was unreal. But that was against the Titans defense. But Benji's been very good this year. However he's getting thrown into the immortal conversation is absolutely goddamn beyond me. I don't think that immortal should be used in the same sentence as majority of great players, right? Great players are different to immortals. It's like Hall of Fame. I would class... In America, I would class a lot of these players like Benji Marshall and the like, Brad Fittler and stuff like that, as Hall of Fame. But then you get to Immortals, different story. I don't even compare the two even closely, right? So I find it a little bit disrespectful to a few of the other names that are already in the Immortals to be aligned like that. But in the same sense, I do get that people want to always find a new Immortal. We still have to wait for Darren Lockyer, Cameron Smith, Andrew Johns, I think already got inducted. Stuff like that. So, I just find it ridiculous that his name gets thrown in there. But, it is what it is. But he's definitely Hall of Fame. And I definitely think the NRL needs to really introduce more of a Hall of Fame program. But guys, we're about 5 minutes out here from the game and getting started. We're on 50 likes already before the game even starts. Look at us go. Smash that thumbs up button. subscribe if you're new around here, and let's go, baby. We're on our buddy target to 10K right now. We're on our target 10K. As his report says, get ready for the Viking clap. What's funny, I actually laughed at this. The Rabbitohs social media did the saxophone, the thing with the Homer Simpson gif, meme, whatever. It's so funny, man. It's so funny. And then the Raiders, they clapped back and they smashed him with the buddy. You know, you use the same joke 3 years in a row now. And it's a joke, just like your prelims or whatever it was. It was so good. It was good banter. Blow blocks, that's how you do banter, Panthers fans. That's how you do banter, not your way. Football States, congratulations on Raw win against Central Coast Mariners, brother. Well deserved. Yeah, very good win last night, 4-0. I was watching the game. I was going to stream it, but obviously, like I said, I have been very unwell. Kalen goes for Titan, says, Immortal Darren Lockyer. Absolutely. Absolutely. Darren Lockyer is 100% an immortal. No doubt about it. Dan Canali says, damn it, I tipped the Raiders. So did I, man. So did I. Why is everyone saying, why people, buddy, not getting around the Raiders right now, buddy? I know they haven't had a good record so far this season, but they are they will turn it around at some point. They will make the damn well 8, and they will probably make the top 5. So, maybe not top 5 at this point. Probably, I actually, funnily enough, I know they beat the Titans, but I didn't think that the Raiders were actually the better team in that game besides the drop ball. You take the drop balls out, I think the Titans win. That's why I haven't ever believed in the Raiders, and I didn't believe in the Raiders before the season started. But, Raiders still won that game. Fair enough, whatever. Sport Action says JT plus Lockyer. JT will get there as well. Dan Canale says Steve Menzies immortal. See, no. No. I would have him absolutely Hall of Fame, like one of the best to run around. Not immortal, though. No way. Immortals are Wally Lewis, Dally Messenger, Johnny Raper, buddy. Jeez, that's probably going to get me caught, buddy. Demonetized now for saying that, even though that's his actual name. The likes of Cameron Smith and stuff like that. So, no, I wouldn't put Steve Menzies there, but he was absolutely phenomenal. Fantastic bloody player. Fantastic. By the way, guys, as his sports says, Big Papa rested. No, Big Papa, I don't believe he's rested. I believe he's been dropped. I believe he has been dropped. If it said rested, I still don't believe it, because there's no way you would rest a player in a game as significant as this for the Raiders, especially against the Rabbitohs too. So it's a big drop. I think it's necessary at the moment. I do. I think it is necessary simply because he hasn't been playing as he usually does, and also the Raiders haven't been getting results. Now, the Raiders actually have a pretty good record, with not against the Rabbitohs. Well, they've won the last 2 games against the Rabbitohs, mind you. But the Raiders have actually got a pretty good record when Papali'i does not play as well, mind you. Lorenzo Estano says, reckon Raiders will turn around today. I've tipped the Raiders. I have. I've gone for the Schneegi. Little upset, but it's going to be a tough one. It will be a tough one. Sport Reaction says Dave Fafita, a future immortal. Would love to see it. I don't like saying the word immortal. I don't, because it's literally the best of the best ever. Undeniable. Like, Darren Lockyer is undeniable. I put a story on my Instagram last night having a laugh with a mate of mine who said Brad Fittler was an immortal. I was like, you're an idiot, right? And I put on my Instagram story for you guys to all vote on. I said, Darren Lockyer, who is better, Darren Lockyer or Brad Fittler? And Darren Lockyer is the answer every day of the week here, lads. Every single day of the week, Darren Lockyer is the answer. Buddy, 87 people voted Fittler. You are drunk if you think Fittler was better than Darren Lockyer in its time. Elias Badawi says the Viking club is overhyped. It used to be good. It has kind of lost its touch a little bit. Dad's mate says, isn't Beaver already in the Hall of Fame? Do we actually have a Hall of Fame specifically? I know we have, obviously fantastic players over time, but do we have a Hall of Fame specifically? I don't even know. They're running out into the field now, by the way, guys. Running out into the field now, the Rabbitohs. As Sports says, I like the background blaze. It looks fancy. Well, these are the posters that I designed, man. You can get these on Redbubble, the BKR Sports store. Panthers is over there. We've got the Warriors there, Titans up there, and Dragons over there. And obviously, I'll be getting more over time now. You can actually go and jump on, and there are all the other teams. But I'm getting, in the next couple of days, probably tomorrow actually, Roosters and Manly will go up here. So Manly will probably go down here, and Roosters will go up there. And then, over time, I'll put it up, and then we'll get different backgrounds and stuff. So yeah. Shadow Remington says, it said the game is live on the... Oh my God, it's behind, isn't it? No, it's live. No, it's not live yet. Well, this doesn't even say it's live, so I would assume it has not gone live yet. Sporting Life says, go the Dragons. Ooh, get around the Dragons. They're not looking that good lately, but they started off the season well, and as per usual, they're kind of falling apart. But they have a winnable match this week against the Tigers. But the Tigers have a very good record down there in the Gong, in Wollongong. Here we go with the Viking Clapperuno. Sporting Life says, you make the best videos, mate. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you very much. Elias Badawi says, I'm at the games. Good on you, man. So they're just doing the Viking clap right now. I'm not going to do it with them. I'm just not going to do it with them. Let's see if we get to 60 likes before we start the game, guys. We're on 53 right now. Let's see if we get 7 more likes before we start the game. So, but yeah, I'm going to take the Raiders by 4 in a very, very good game. I think this is going to be a good game. You know, sometimes you see these really big teams playing each other and you kind of get a bit of a bore fest and a bit of a sloppy one because both teams are playing so hard, but they're dropping it a lot or it's just not really working out for one team. But I feel like both these teams are going to be up for this one today. I really do. Sarkis has shit. He says Dragons or Tigers. Now, I know you're a Dragons fan, my man, because you're always coming on these streams. Appreciate you, my dude, Sarkis. But I don't know who to take in that one. I'm going to take the Dragons because it's at the Gong. But in the same sense, the Tigers have a good record there, my man. So it could be like this game. I tipped the Rabbitohs all the way up until an hour ago. And then I swap a Reno. I tipped and went for the Raiders. But we are just about to get going here, guys. I'm not too sure who gets the kickoff here. I think the Raiders will be receiving the kickoff. Danny says, how's it going? Going all right, mate? Yeah, the Raiders will be receiving the kickoff here. So here we go, guys. Here we go. The game is about to get started. Tomasi Tokalangi says, hello. Hello, my friend. How you doing? And the kickoff is on. I'm disappointed in the crowd. I am disappointed in the crowd, to be completely honest with you, on a Friday night there. The Raiders, yes, obviously they aren't looking that great right now, but in the same sense, we all know they will be a finals-bound team, and we all know they probably should be top 6 anyway. The Dragons will drop. Titans and Raiders probably jump above them this week. Oh, Raiders lost the ball here. It's gone backwards, and it's going to be Rabbitohs with the ball. Why did the Raiders just not jump on that ball there? This is going to be play on here. Is it going to be play on? Jairo score? Or what's going on? I'm not too sure if this is a penalty knock-on. Well, it's not a knock-on. No, that went backwards there. Well, that went backwards there. How would they call that a knock-on there? That's clearly gone backwards, and Jairo probably should have scored a try there. I'm sorry, but that should have been a try there because he drops his ball backwards here. That's a clearly drop backwards. The second touch. So the first touch was backwards, second touch was forward. So, alrighty, so a minute into the game here, guys, and the Rabbitohs will get the ball 20 metres out here from the Raiders line, left-hand side. Oh, my goodness me, they're going to score already. No, they're not. And Gaggai's can get taken down here about 20 metres out here from the Raiders line. Callan goes for Titans this Thursday night. Did I say Friday? Oh, it's Thursday night, sorry. So second tackle of the Rabbitohs, 15 there's out here from the Raiders line. Jeez, this is dangerous for the Raiders. If they go behind early, can the Raiders keep up with them? I feel like the Raiders need to be setting the pace in this game to have any kind of chance. And I really think it has to be a low-scoring one. But it's going to be a penalty here to the Rabbitohs early days. I don't believe you should go for the 2 here. They're a little bit too far out to the wide to the right. I believe if you're the Rabbitohs here, you probably should be going for it because it is too wide. But this is difficult for the Raiders right now. They need to defend. They're a good defensive team, but they're going to go for the 2. They are. Look, it's the right call, realistically, but I don't like it. But it is the right call here. More cases. I have a rugby union match on Saturday and Sunday. Good luck, man. 2 games in 2 days. My gosh. Sport Reaction says Reynolds is so boring. Look, I just think that... Look, this is a prime example of take the 2. I'm wrong here. Right? I feel like I'm wrong. Like, this is a smart decision here to take the 2 because this will be a close game. I just don't like it because I feel like you're on the attack. You want to sucker punch them early. You got the best attack in the competition. You scored like 103 tries last year. Back yourselves in and score the damn well try is what I'm saying. You know, if you want to take the kick, fair enough. Cool, take the 2. You lead by 2-0 and you probably win by 2 points. Cool. I don't care. But I just feel like it's better to sucker punch them early and really show that you mean business, you're on the attack, and you don't believe in their defense. But they're not going to do that, so that's their choice. Saki Hashedi says, Blaze, you inspire me, and I would want to be like you one day. Man, you know, just be you, man. Just live your passion. Just do exactly what you want to do, and don't let anybody tell you can't do something. Azu Sports says 2-0 Rabbits, so the penalty will be successful. Reynolds will get the 2 there, and it will be 2-0 to the Rabbitohs. Collective World says, I know, right? Oh, they're talking about buddy Adam Reynolds. My goodness me. Danny says, Reynolds snuck that ball over close to the post. I actually noticed that. I think it was Cody Walker, actually. But I noticed that they brought the ball in a little bit closer there. I don't know why I'm not watching this in big screen. Okay, there we go. Rabbitohs with the ball. They're coming off their own line. As Sports says, Sharks signed Chambers. Yeah, they signed him about a week and a half ago, or just over a week ago, and he played in, I think, for Newtown in their feeder club. And then obviously now he's playing for the Sharks tomorrow night against the Storm. You know, buddy Will Chambers, buddy Bastard. Don't mention that man on this channel, I tell you what. So third tackle here for the Rabbitohs, and they're 25 metres out here from their own line. Blake the Ghost says, you didn't stream the game. What game did I not stream? What game did I not stream? Rabbitohs here. Good offload. My goodness me. Kalon Matangi gets it out to about 45 metres out here from his own line. As Sports says, Bronx want to sign Johnson. I don't think they do. I think Reynolds goes to the Sharks, and I think Johnson stays with the Sharks. Fifth tackle here for the Rabbitohs. They're just inside the attacking half right now. Blake the Ghost is Brisbane Raw. I couldn't, man. I was very sick, man. I was very sick this week. This is actually the first day that I'm not sick. That's going to go out in the full. That's out in the full here for the Rabbitohs. That's out in the full here. So the Raiders, they can get the ball 40 metres out from their own line. And here we go. A little bit of pressure and see you later, son. Shane Overy says that you're going to stream the Derby Clash on Sunday afternoon. Which Derby Clash? Which Derby Clash? Carol Mabita says, hello. Hello, Carol. I do a lot of sports, so there's a lot of derbies. I'm just trying to think, are you talking about Essendon and Carlton? Is that Sunday? No, when is Essendon and Carlton, actually? Sammy Susan says, still worth the 2-pointer for the Bunnies, and yet I'm a neutral. Yeah, look, you can make an argument for both. For me, I want to do the sucker punch. Second tackle here for the Raiders. They're 35 metres out here from the Rabbitohs line. 5 minutes into the game here, and they're going to tackle down 25 metres out. They really need to just kind of set the pace in this game, the Raiders. They need to grind it out. I don't think they want to have a shootout like the Titans and Rabbitohs did last week. Titans had a shootout with them, and they lost the game because the Rabbitohs are very well experienced in attacking. So Raiders here with the ball. I think the Raiders' specialty is defence. So 4 tackle here, not the greatest in defence this year, but they're still, I'd say that's their specialty. 4 tackle here, they're going to the left-hand side, short side here. Whiten right back into it. No idea what he was doing there. So 5th tackle here, about 11 metres out here from the line. 11 metres out from the line. Goes short side again. Oh, here we go. Underneath. He gets the offload away, though. That's going to be knocked backwards. It's going to be a dropout. It's going to be a dropout. Jeez. Rabbitohs there nearly gave up a try to the Raiders. My God. Oh, my goodness me. Ryan Woodley says, I hope the Sharks don't get smashed by the Storm. I don't think they do. I think they lose, but I think it'll be a close one. They always do have a close one, and the Sharks and Storm have a really underrated rivalry that people don't really talk about. As the sports says, forced a dropout. Yeah, nice little dropout here. Shannon Humphrey says the Eagles and Dockers are doing the Derby Clash on Sunday afternoon in the AFL. We'll see how we go, mate. We'll see how we go. We'll see what's on. Haven't really, thought about what I'm doing this weekend, but I will definitely, I'll see what's on. Alrighty, so Raiders here with the ball, with the dropout there from the Rabbitohs. 40 metres out here from the Rabbitohs line. Raiders, here we go. Can they get a crack on, son? Can they get a crack on? Blake to go. No, I won't be. I'm based in Sydney, mate. So 34 minutes to go here of the first half, and they're going to be 30 metres out here from their own line. Sorry, not from their own line, from the Rabbitohs line. Collective Worlds is Canberra 32-2. Good luck, mate. Good luck with that. Oh, Raiders. Raiders through. 5 minutes out. Jeez, close one. 5 metres out here. Third tackle, a 6 again. Jeez, the Raiders know all about 6 again, don't they? So first tackle here for the Raiders. They're about 3 metres out here from the Rabbitohs line. Left-hand side here. Chancey, Whiten, underneath, outside of the wing. Rapana. Try time for the Raiders. The Raiders with a try. Jordan Rapana makes it a 4-2 ball game here. 7 minutes in. My goodness me, the Raiders go on the attack early. And see you later. Then again, like I said, the Raiders don't want to get into a score fest here. They do not want to get into a score fest. They want to score, and obviously they want to lead. Don't get me wrong. You need to score to lead the game and win. But I don't think they want to get into a slugfest here in regards to just scoring back and forth, because the Rabbitohs will outdo you. But good start here for the Raiders. They struggled in the opening 4 minutes. Put a try on straight after. You can't complain with that, son. So, 4-2 here, the kick to come, and the Raiders from the sideline. Here we go. Should be interesting. Sport Action says, I called it, Raiders win. I called it, son. And it's only, buddy, 5 minutes into the game. Shush, Sports Reactions. My goodness me. 5 minutes into the game, you're calling it? Buddy, I've seen you call a few things in your time, and you don't actually usually call it right. You don't actually usually call it right. I remember when you were telling me you're wrong about the Tigers Cowboys. I was like, yeah, good luck. Yeah, but how'd that one go for you? Declan Smith says, this is why Rabbit should have gone for a try. Well, yes and no. You don't base what you do off of the other team. You base what you do off what you want to do. If you let the other team dictate what you want to do, then you've lost already. So, I think that they should have gone for the try personally, but this is all in hindsight. The Rabbitohs would back in their defence. They would think they've got better defence than people assume, even though we can all clearly see they don't really have a great bit of defence. As the Sports says, where is the chalky milk for the Raiders? As if I care if the Raiders win or not. I don't want the Raiders to win as a Titans fan. Jim Jones says, can the Titans beat the Broncos? Absolutely, son. All right, so why is Jordan Rapana kicking here? Jordan Rapana is kicking here. 8 minutes into the game, he's kicking here from the sideline to make it a 6-2 game. Why is Jordan Rapana kicking? Okay. Never thought this one. Never thought this would happen, and he will never kick again. It's actually not bad. It wasn't actually a bad kick, but he does miss. He does miss. Sport actually says George Williams is a good kick. There's a difference between kicking in gameplay and also kicking for conversions. So, yeah, there is a difference. Carmavita says, where's Croker? I'm not too sure where Croker is. I don't think he's playing tonight, though, is he? Oh, did he get injured? No, I'm looking on the field right now. I haven't seen him in the game so far. I'm assuming he's probably injured or just not playing tonight. Tasmania says Croker isn't playing. Well, there you go. I just never thought of John Rapiner as a kicker. I just never thought Rapiner is the kicker we'd be all looking at. So Cam Murray's coming out here for a HIA. This isn't a great little look here. Random Power and Freo supporter says because Croker is injured with his shoulder. Well, there you go. How long is he out for? How long is Croker out for? Man, that sucks for the Raiders. I didn't even know that. But no Croker and no Papali'i. But no Cam Murray now for the Rabbitohs. That's a big one. That is a big one. That is a big one. So Cameron Murray is gone. Obviously, the Raiders have no Papali'i and they also have no Croker. So this is going to be a really interesting game here between two teams that do have injuries to really key players or just aren't playing really key players here. So so the Raiders going to get the ball here. Is that a short kickoff? Not a short kickoff? Don't know what that is, but 25 metres out from their own line. Sorry, 20 metres out from their own line is where the Raiders will start off this set. So interchange for the Rabbitohs. It'll be Nichols coming on for Murray, mind you. As sports, it's 9 degrees in Canberra. Another reason why Canberra are probably underdogs for this game undeservedly, in the sense that Raiders know how to play in this weather. Yes, Sydney's cold, but it's not Canberra cold. There's a difference. Canberra's very fresh, and that's just why I think the Raiders will be able to get up over tonight. And they are up 4-2 here, deservedly, in the first 9 minutes of the game. Edmund Kadanga says, hi everyone, just joined. Good on you, man. And welcome to the bloody stream. Fifth tackle of the Raiders at the halfway point. Shadow Remington says, I have the live stream on my phone and iPad at the same time. Good on you, man. Appreciate you. So fifth tackle, Whiten's going to boot that bad boy right up in the air. Difficult take here. Difficult take. Oh, he's going to knock that ball on. He knocked that ball on. I think Justin knocked that ball on. Penalty? Oof. I don't know about that being... Oh, he's going to call it offside here. I would like to have a look at that. I didn't think he was personally offside. I thought he was onside, but they're going to call offside here against Alex Johnson. Not Alex Johnson, sorry. But that's clearly a knock on there from the Rabbitohs. Clearly knock on. So they're going to call it offside though. Rule Wombat says that was always a dumb idea from the Rabbits. Deserve that try. What was always a dumb idea from the Rabbits? Deserve that try. Karen Rabbit says, yeah, I tipped the Raiders. I don't know. I just had a feeling they would bounce back. Yeah, same here. If it was at ANZ or if it was in Sydney, I would have taken the Rabbitohs. But I just think in Canberra, I think they're going to be a bit of a different team here. And I feel like Ryan James is going to have a good one tonight. I feel like the ex-Gold Coast Titan Ryan James had a good season so far. Hasn't had a good last couple of games, but he's still been solid. Dasmate says, yep, South will win. Cummings hates the Raiders. Okay, left-hand side here. Walker gets off the Gagai. Gagai 20 metres out here from the Raiders line. You have to go to the right-hand side here, but they're making some meters. So Benji in the 6 right now, by the way. Well, he's wearing the 6 jersey, but surely he's not playing in the 6, is he? Is Benji playing the 6 with Reynolds the 7 and Walker as fullback? Is that what's happening right now? Walker underneath. Oh, he's been slapped. He has been slapped. 10 metres out of the Raiders line. Fifth tackle here for the Rabbitohs. Simon Rose says, if you hit 10k subs, what haircut are you getting? Normal. Normal haircut. And up it goes. Oh, that's going to be knocked backwards. Rabbitohs with a chance here. Rabbitohs with a chance here. Oh, he could be offside there. No, Raiders now get the ball, and he's going to pick it up. Sebastian Chris. Nice little play to get that ball up there and prevent a try from the Rabbitohs. Does make sense. Walker lock, maybe. No, I'm pretty certain he was playing as a full, but what are you lock? What are you talking about? Cody Walker's not a lock. What are you talking about? Sammy Sue says the live stream is why I don't even need to turn on my TV. Well, there you go, mate. Buddy, look at you cracking on. Love your work. So third tackle leave the Raiders, 30 metres out here from their own line. I thought that that set was really weird from the Rabbitohs. It wasn't a normal Rabbitohs set, but then again, first half they weren't good last week against the Titans. First half they were down 24-10 and ended up winning that game 40-30. So you can't really base it off firstly the first 12 minutes or whatever as well. But guys, let's hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already and subscribe if you're new around here. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers at this point. Gee whiz, that'll be huge when we hit it. Bro Betsy says Warriors vs Storm was not a good game at all. It was a good game. It was okay game to watch. But obviously you're a Warriors fan, but I thought it was good to watch the Storm play, and I thought it was good to watch Reece Walsh play. But yeah, the Warriors weren't good at all. Oh yeah, says following from Zakynthos in Greece up the Dragons. Good on you, man. Appreciate you. And that's going to be a knock on here? No, it's not going to be a knock on here from the Rabbitohs. And they're going to play it back about 45 metres out here from the Raiders line. Fourth tackle here. Benji gets it out to Cody Walker. He's been slapped again. Jeez, Walker's getting pumped here. Hello? How is that a penalty? How is that a penalty? What? Over the top? You're joking. There is no way that's a penalty. I'm sorry, but no way. That's a horrific call. That is a horrific call. Walker is literally jumping into that. That is an outrageous call. That is an outrageous call. That is an outrageous call. There is no way that's a dangerous tackle. It's on report. You are an absolute moron, Cummins. I tell you what, that is one of the worst. What is, like, the referees are making... Look, we've always complained about referees, but referees are making really odd calls, like really odd, bad calls recently. That is so bad. Like, how do you call that and then put him on report? What are you, doubling down on your idiocy? I'm sorry, but in no way was that a penalty, and in no way is that a on report. So 27 minutes to go here of the first half, and the Rabbitohs here 25 metres out from the Raiders line, undeservedly though. Jeez, they should not be in this situation right now, in my personal opinion. Canberra says, keep smashing Cody Walker, please, Raiders. They absolutely are right now. So 15 metres out, second tackle. Rabbitohs out to the left-hand side here. Reynolds underneath to Benji. Benji here underneath to Walker. Walker here slapped again. He's getting smashed in this game. Walker is getting absolutely smashed in this game. He's milking everything. The referee, have a chat to Walker if you're going to have a chat to anybody. He's milking literally everything. Like, come on. 4 tackle here for the Rabbitohs. They're going to be 8 metres out here from the Raiders line. Left-hand side, Damien Cook gets it off to Benji. Underneath, oh, knock on, Koloamatangi. Knock on from Koloamatangi. Deathmate says, Walker's a grub. In this game, it's really strange. The lollies are all gone, baby. Oh, my goodness me, the lollies are gone. His buddy dropped his lollies everywhere, and he can't have any of them because they've been on the ground for longer than buddy 7 seconds. So, unfortunately, no lollies for Koloamatangi. Bro Bessie says, Walsh and Current are good players. Walsh is a good player. I think the Warriors are struggling as a team overall, and I don't think they're a top 8 team at all. I struggle to even see them above a couple of teams around that area too. They might struggle to hit 9th. I think they'd probably win this week against the Cowboys, but if they don't, then I don't even think they get top 9, top 10. The Warriors just don't have a good spine for me, and overall, I'm not a big fan of their team. I wasn't a big fan of their team before the season started. But set restart here, not in a bad way, just like I don't think their team has a good lineup, in my personal opinion. And I think Tuivasa-Sheck isn't the special player that he used to be because he has to really hold that Warriors team up for doing the basics. But I think he'll be very good when he goes over to the Blues or Highlanders or whoever he won't have to in the Super Rugby. Canberra says it's sad that RTS is leaving the sport completely after the season ends. Yeah, it is, but it is what it is as well. Like, the Warriors aren't winning a premiership in his career. I'm just sorry to say it, Warriors fans. You're not winning a premiership whilst Tuivasa-Sheck is in his career. So you may as well let him go and go to a place where he can actually potentially win something. But then again, he's going to the Highlanders, I believe, and they're not exactly the greatest teams in sliced bread. So left-hand side here, Rays pump it up, and good take by the Rabbitohs. Good take by the Rabbitohs, but the Rays monster him. The Rays monster him. And this is the kind of game that I told you needs to happen if the Rays were to win. Cameron says, I want the Warriors to do well for him this season. Yeah, but they're not going to. That's the sad thing. They're not going to. I'm sorry. And I know Warriors fans aren't going to like it, but they just don't have that good of a team. There's nothing exciting about their team. Look, Wade Egan, Cody Nagarima, Chanel Harris-Tavita. And then, look, Reece Walsh, is a good, exciting player, but, you know, a fullback's not going to do the job for you nowadays because everyone's got a good fullback. So fit tackle here for the Rabbitohs, except for the Broncos. They don't have a good fullback. And probably the Bulldogs. So left-hand side here, and even like a look at Kennedy. But they're going to boot this ball up here. Benji Marshall puts it up. Difficult kick, actually, to take. And, Raiders will get the ball here 5 minutes out from their own line. As sports says, can the Chooks win without Teddy Blaze? Who are they playing? The Knights? Yes. Oh, that's a knock-on. That's a knock-on from the Raiders. You're an idiot. No, you're an idiot, bro. That was obviously a knock-on. No, don't challenge that. Don't challenge that. Don't challenge it. Don't challenge it. Don't challenge it. You're going to lose it. Don't challenge it. You're going to lose it. Yep, no, I don't think you should challenge that. I still think they call that a knock-on. Bro Bessie says, yeah, it's sad that RTS, but he's going to have a better career at the Blues. Oh, he's at the Blues. Okay, well, Blue. Is he at the Blues? I thought he was the Highlanders. If he's at the Blues, they have a chance of winning. Yeah, they're a good team. So, he deserves that. Cameron says, I think without Teddy, we can beat the Knights. Yeah, but you believe anything because you're a Roosters fan. But as a non-biased fan, I personally believe that the Roosters could still win it. But then again, I didn't realise Tedesco wasn't playing. I might actually change my tip to the Knights. It is at Newcastle, isn't it? If it's in Newcastle, I might actually take my tip for the Knights there. I would prefer the Roosters to win it as a Titans fan, but I believe that I'm going to switch my tip there. Rabbitohs here, left-hand side. They're going out to the... taken down here. GI, Arrow, 5 minutes out here from the line. Robert Duckham says anything is possible, Azu, but not likely. Absolutely. Consternation says Rabbitohs are overrated as. No, they're not. This is the first half. Mark Nichols here, going to get taken down. 5 minutes short, 4 tackle. 5 minutes short, 4 tackle here. 4-2 is the score. Rabbitohs, Damien Cook, easy try, surely. Oh, good defense. Good defense. Very good defense there by by the Raiders there to stop that one from being a try. Damien Cook, left-hand side. Burgess gets it off here. As a dummy half, Burgess. Benji Marshall. Oh, is that a 4 pass? Oof. 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 It's giving me a try here for the Rabbitohs, but I thought that was a 4 pass there. Benji Marshall with an absolutely superb pass, but this is a dangerous one for a controversial call because I believe this could have been forward here. But then again, the touchy is right there. The touchy is right there. But let's go have a look at this one again. So the ball comes out left-hand side. Walker here with the ball. Gets it off to Benji. Benji runs at the line. Terrible defense in the Raiders. That's forward. I think that's forward. He passes it from about maybe 6 metres out. Or what is it? 15 metres out here. So Benji here with the ball. Oh, I would nearly call that forward. It is tough. That's tough. Gets it there. 15 metres out. I think I'm happy to call it a try, but it was tough. Saga says, what origin team you go for? I'm from the Queensland, mate. Jordan says, full-time score, 26-10, Rabbits win. No, I don't think so. But Johnson there with a try. So left-hand side, I just want to see where he throws this ball. I think it's fine. He throws it from about 4 metres behind the line, and Johnson catches it about 1 metre before the line. So it technically is 4, but I think the ball comes out of the hands backwards. Storm Fan says, my tip, South, Storm, Titans, Panthers, Eels, Knights, Cowboys, Dragons. I can't really tell you because I can't think of all the other teams they're playing at the moment. No, the Manly are not beating the Panthers. Consternation says, what part of Brisbane are you from, mate? I'm not from Brisbane. I'm from the Gold Coast, mate. So I'm a Titans fan. Canberra says, well, I did grow up in Brisbane for a little bit, but I'm not from Brisbane. But 21 minutes to go here, first half. Reynolds will slot it through. Beautiful kick. Beautiful kick there from Reynolds to make it an 8-4 game with 21 minutes to go here of the first half, sorry. Robert Duncan says, who won the shirt? We haven't drawn it yet, mate. We have not done it yet. I'll let you know at halftime how you can win the jersey because, unfortunately, I wasn't able to put that Rabbitohs Titans vlog out due to my health. As if I'm going to tell you where I live, Sarkis. Like, let's be honest. Look me in the eyes. Do you really think that I was going to tell you where I live, Sarkis? Like, what are you doing? Consternation says, but you support the Brisbane Roar. Can you tell me if there's a Gold Coast team in the competition right now? Can you tell me if there is a Gold Coast team in the competition right now? Because Gold Coast United aren't. So how am I meant to go for a team on the Gold Coast if they don't have a team? So 21 minutes to go here of the first half, and the Rabbitohs here are going to have the ball coming out of their own goal line. Caramata says, Pereira the grub taking out Teddy. Oh, that's right. I didn't realise that was the reason why he actually was out. Yeah, fair enough. Jack Thomas says, Reynolds move, where do you think he should go? Sharks. And that was always going to be the case. There was a reason why Chad Townsend was going, and there was a reason why Sean Johnson was on the outer from the Sharks. But I think Craig Fitzgibbon right now will kind of realign that and try and keep Sean Johnson on a smaller contract and bring in Reynolds on the bigger contract. That'd be an unreal team. Good charge down there. It's going to slow that ball down, and Rapid's going to get the ball here about 40 metres out here from their own line. This is looking like a shootout right now, lads. It's looking like a shootout, and I don't think the Raiders want to go into that. Constantine says, did you support Central Coast? Yeah, mate, I supported the Central Coast United. So 20 minutes to go here, guys. Central Coast United. Central Coast Mariners and Gold Coast United are the two teams you're thinking about, my man. But 20 minutes to go here of the first half. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, guys, and subscribe if you're new around here. But the Raiders here with the ball, 40 metres out here from the Rabbitohs line. 6 again. Gee whiz, it was 4 tackles. 6 again here for the Raiders. Cameron says, do you think Reynolds will do well at the Sharks if he goes? They've got a fantastic team if he goes there. So, yes, absolutely. I think they have a really good team if he goes there. So, second tackle here, and they're going to be 18 metres out here from the Rabbitohs line. Left-hand side, they'd be a premiership contender. Oh, White steps on the inside. They're going to be 10 metres out here. Only problem is that people are going to think it's only because of Reynolds when it's not. They've just got a really good team overall if Reynolds stayed there. And they obviously also had Shawnee J. Set restart here for the Raiders. 10 metres out here from the Rabbitohs line. This is outrageous. The Raiders here, they're coming. Set restart here. 10 metres out. He gets the offload away. Right-hand side. It's still first tackle. Try time. Whitehead with the try for the Raiders. And they hit right back. It's now 8-8 with a kick to come. And the Raiders hit right back with a try. Raiders hit right back with a try. It's a good try too. The Raiders had a whole set restart there. They hadn't even had first tackle yet. And Whitehead just pumped it out. A couple of offloads, gets it out wide. And, you know, you can't complain with that. Look at that. Is that Ryan James here with the offload? No, the offload comes away, they gets it off, and they pass it out, and Whiten just finds some space out, and Whiten follows up nicely. That's a nice little offload there, and Whiten follows up nicely, and Kalomatangi with a terrible tackle attempt. Absolutely terrible tackle attempt there. Jaden says, Rabbitohs will smash them back to the style of play. Well, considering there's 8-8 here with the kick to come to the Raiders, Rabbitohs haven't looked that good at all. But they still will be well and truly in this game, and this game is going to be very close. It's going to be a very close game here. The Rabbitohs are a very good second half team. Raiders are a very good grinded out team. So we'll see how it goes. But it is looking like a bit of a score fest right now. So I think our preseason, everyone's predictions of the Rabbitohs not being a good defensive team but being a good attacking team is being proven perfectly. They gave up 30 points to the Titans last week but scored 40. They're scoring a lot more points than the opposition, but they're also giving up a lot of points. So that's what could really hurt the Rabbitohs come later in the season. When you're playing the Panthers who can defend, when you're playing the Storm who can defend, who did beat them already, mind you. If they do have to play the Eels, not that I think the Eels are that good, but in the same sense, if they have to play the Eels can put some points on the board. So it will be a bit of a tit for tat, but the Eels also aren't as good of an attacking team as the other team. So I would kind of hesitate to talk about them in that circumstance. Sammy Sue says, nice counter from Canberra. Yeah, very good. I think KO is just frozen. KO's been messing up a little bit today. Jaden says, Benji will steal the shit with Cody and Burgess and Reynolds starting the good way they play. Bro, you do realise there's 23 minutes into the game here and the Raiders are up 10-8. So, yes, I know you might be saying that you believe that the Rabbitohs are going to smash them, but right now, mate, I don't think you can say that because it is a 2-point lead to the Raiders after 23 minutes in the game. But very good goal. Very good conversion there to take the lead here as well. Very good conversion there for Rapana. I think Rapana's a very good player, but he's not as good as he used to be, in my personal opinion. Jack Thomas says, SJ was offered $400,000 a year. Yeah, I heard it was 1.2 over 3 years. No, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. No, Reynolds was not offered $400,000 from the... No, he wasn't. I think it was 2.4, wasn't it? 7, 14, 21, 8, 16, 24. I think it was $800,000 a year, wasn't it? I'm pretty certain it was 2.4. I don't think it was 1.2, was it? Are you sure it was 400,000? There's no way that Reynolds would be getting that. Surely he'd be on more than that. Cameron Abbott says Benji's defense has always been a weakness of his. Absolutely. And that's why another reason you just can't put him in immortal status. Anyone who puts Benji in immortal status doesn't understand the meaning of immortal. So first tackle, and also if you think that Benji is a Wally Lewis or a Darren Lockyer or a Andrew Johns, Mal Meninga, please. Third tackle here, I think immortal for New Zealand. If the Kiwis want to get immortals going themselves, and fair enough. But I'm sorry. But then you got to really add in Stacey Jones and stuff like that, and it's just not like the immortals that we have already. Jaden says Rapana will always score for the Raiders. Yeah, he's a good player. All right, so left-hand side of the Raiders on fifth tackle, 40 metres out from their own line. Gone for 40-20 here, but won't get anywhere near it. The Rabbitohs will easily get that one, and Cody Walker, the fullback, is going to take this one out of their own line. Brandon Fraser says, hey Blaze, how are you, mate? Do you think South will win? No, I've tipped the Raiders here. Yes, I tipped them in a slight close one by 4 points. Oh, that's not a good play the ball. Hello. I don't think that's a good play the ball. I think that should have been a penalty to the Raiders. Cam says he's a legend of the game and credit to everything that he's done in the NRL, but no way he's an immortal. Kalen goes for Titans. I'm going to have to time you out, my man, because I can't read anybody else's comments now. Yeah, thank you thank you to Daz or whoever timed. Kalen goes for Titans out. Please don't spam, guys, otherwise you will be timed out and you won't be able to comment for another 5 minutes. Okay, so he's going to lose the ball here, and the Raiders are going to be on the attack here. 45 minutes out from the Rabbitohs line. The Raiders are going to be on the attack. They're going to challenge us, I think. I think I'm hearing about challenge here. No, he's not going to challenge here. He lost the ball. So, 25 minutes in here, and the Raiders will get the ball here. 45 minutes out. Oh, that's a blatant lost ball too. That had nothing to do with the Raiders' hand. Nothing to do. Haley Babage has to go to the Raiders. Jaden says, I think Papali'i, I don't know how you say his name, but he is also very good for Raiders. Well, you're not saying it, so you just have to type his name out. It's pronounced Papali'i, though. We all used to think it was Papali, but his name, he wanted it to be pronounced Papali'i because apparently that's what it is, so that's how I call him. But yeah, he's a good player, but he got dropped today, and for fair enough reasons. I think that he'll come back next week regardless of the result today, but in the same sense, I think that he kind of needed it to get back to his best. First tackle here for the Raiders, so 35 metres out here from the Rabbitohs line. Chance here for the Raiders, though, 25 metres out. Second tackle, 14 minutes 45 to go here. First half, left-hand side. Whiten underneath. Oh, chance here for the Raiders. Chance here for the Raiders. Whitehead. And they're going to be 18 metres out here from the Rabbitohs line. Yes, AFL edits. There will be the Geelong vs Swans game this Saturday. Left-hand side here, Raiders underneath 15 metres out. Will be my first AFL show in the season, actually. So, fourth tackle here. Raiders 12 metres out here. 14 and a half minutes left. Right-hand side. They're going through the forwards right now. They're just pumping through the forwards. They're really liking this forward play. And out to the left-hand side. 5 minutes short. Whiten kicks it through. Drop out. Dropout's incoming. Try time Raiders. Sorry. Try time Raiders. It's going to be a try to the Raiders, and out of nowhere, the Raiders are going to take a 6-point lead with a kick to come. Holy shit. Like, that was random. That was just random. Left-hand side, Whiten kicks it through, and what's that? What are you doing there? Hello, winger, number 5. Who's the number 5 of the Rabbitohs? Who is the number 5 of the Rabbitohs? He's new this year. I can't think of his name right now. Who is the number 5 of the Rabbitohs? Because that is just horrific that you don't put that ball down there. Bro, you don't need to grab the ball, my man. Sport Access Jackson Paul, I was in first grade. So that's Jackson Paul. Brother, you don't need to grab the ball there. You just need to put the ball down. What are you doing? Like, you don't need to hit the ball out. You don't need to grab the ball. You just need to put the ball down. It's a dropout. Instead, you let the ball go through your hands, and it's now a try time for the Raiders with the kick to come. I'm sorry, but that is just poor there from Jackson Paulo. Bro, that was a brain snap and a half. As it sports, his try time Raiders, Paulo, you are dumb 14-8. I just don't understand why he doesn't just put the ball down in that situation. Jade also says, how do we enter the giveaway? I'll let you know at halftime. As the sport says, Paulo has to ground the ball down. That's poor. Absolutely. So Sebastian Chris with 5 tries this season. He's a very good player, in my opinion. I think he's been very good for the Raiders this year. I think he could have been better if the Raiders were doing a bit better. And I obviously don't blame a centre for a team not doing well. But I think he obviously could have scored more tries if his team was better this year. But they're doing pretty well right now. 14-8, make it 16-8. That's a nice little kick there from Rapana. And, geez, the Rabbitohs defense, very poor. Very, very poor. So what Axton says, you've got to remember that the Rabbitohs lost to Tola, HIA, Latrell, and Mansour last week. That's great, Sport Actions, but in the same sense, the Rabbitohs are still a very good team. Well, it's not great, but you know what I'm saying. Random Para and Freo Sports says New South Wales wins. Probably. AFL Edit says, I tip Rabbitohs, but then again, they'll believe in themselves too much, and they'll believe that they've already won the competition, and Queensland will win because of that. We saw it last year. Somebody says, good try by the Raiders. Eric the Reds says, wish I could see this game. I wish I could show you, man, but due to broadcasting restrictions, it is illegal. I can't do it, man, but obviously, this is the best we can do. We can watch what's going on with KO tonight? KO is really messing up quite a lot. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a penalty. Pass the horizontal. That's exactly what happened with Cody Walker. How is it not a penalty for the Raiders? That's exactly what happened with Cody Walker. How is that not a penalty for the Raiders? That is a terrible, terrible call. Come says, yeah, maybe. Haley Babaj says, the best player in the Raiders is Jordan Rapana. No. He's a good player, but he's not as good as he used to be. The Raiders have a very good team, though. Well, not a very good team. They've got a good team. I didn't really believe in them before the season started, and by the way, I think Cody Walker's playing horrifically as fullback, mind you. Jack White and boosts his ball down from inside the 40, but nowhere near. Oh, a good stop there from Gagai. Was that? Oh, no, sorry, Cody Walker. But, like, geez, he's not looking the goods at fullback here today, lads. Jaden says, I use K to watch games that aren't on 9. I get a lot of problems on K. Yeah, it's interesting. Dustin says, let's just blame Guther for New South Wales loss because he plays with Para. We can do that too. We can do that. That is a fair assumption. That is a fair call there. Gula will come off here for Tarpanay, by the way. So Tarpanay will be coming on here for the Raiders. So 11 and a half minutes to go the first half, guys. Third tackle for the Rabbitohs, 45 metres out from their own line. As the sport says, Raiders' attack is much better than last week, Blaze, you reckon? I think that realistically it is coming down to how bad the Rabbitohs are in defence. The Raiders shouldn't have scored that try. Any team, any player who is above, reserve grade knows to put the ball down in that situation. Jackson Paulo shouldn't have been doing that. So realistically, I don't necessarily think the Raiders' attack has been that good. I just think the Rabbitohs' defence has been as the Rabbitohs' defence has been for years. It's not good. So look, the Raiders are giving it a crack, and they're good run there by the Raiders. So the Raiders are giving it a crack, and this is what I thought would happen. Is the game over? No, it's an 8-point game with 11 minutes to go the first half. But the Raiders are just giving it a crack, and I think the Rabbitohs' defence is just very, very poor. Cameron says, Game 3 not at Suncorp this year, so we are fine. Yep, see, that's the attitude. That's the attitude, New South Wales fans, right there. So, Raiders here, set restart. Gee whiz, at the halfway point. Lucky not to get another set restart there against them, the Rabbitohs. So, second tackle here. By the way, guys, 10 minutes to go the first half. Let's hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. And subscribe if you're new around here. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, so let's go, baby. So, it's second tackle here with the Raiders. They're 35 minutes out. Oh, intercept. Terrible pass there from the Raiders. That could be a momentum switcher. Right there. My goodness me. Brandon Fraser says Queenslander. Collective World says, oh my god, what the heck was that, Canberra? Yeah, that was stupid. That was ridiculous. That was just ridiculous. So, what is it? Let me just click on that. Boom. Salada boy. All right, back on. So 10 minutes to go here, first half. Roddy Williams has come on the bunnies. Yeah, not looking the greatest right now, man. Long way to go. Though, but they're not looking the greatest in this opening first half so far. But they didn't look that great against the Titans last week in the first half, like I said. Jack Thomas says Reynolds was offered $2.4 million 3 years. Sean Johnson offered. Okay, so yeah, Sean Johnson was the one offered $400,000 a year. That makes more sense. Knock on from the Rabbitohs. They're not looking good. Rabbitohs aren't looking good here. I'm kind of glad I switched my tip. Now, is the game over? No, but I'm glad I switched my tip from what I've seen so far. So Sebastian Chris here, 45 metres out of it from his own line. But yeah, that makes more sense. Sean Johnson is probably fair enough on $400K a year. Reynolds is absolutely probably worth, I'd probably say over 3 years though. I'd probably say 2, with that being heavy on the first year. Kind of downgressing towards the lesser years, but up to whatever you guys think. Rays here, left-hand side, chance here, 30 metres out, and it's still going here. 20 metres out. Got to get the offload away. No, taken down here about 20 metres out here from the line. Cameron says I would go White in a 5/8. Yes, I would agree. Especially with no Latrell now in the centres. All right, right-hand side, here we go. Chance here for the Raiders again. Whitehead, 20 metres out. Ooh, chance here for the Raiders, though. 15 metres out here from the line. Fair tackle. Left-hand side. No, right-hand side, short-hand side. What are you doing? Not, that's going to be fifth tackle. You're an idiot, bro. You should just slap that ball backwards. But turn over there, and the Rabbitohs will get the ball here about 11 metres out from their own line. But yeah, it's like he says, were you happy about Geelong's flog on the West Coast? Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely, son. Yes, 97 points. I wish it was 100, but, it is what it is. So Rabbitohs here with the ball. 20 metres out from their own line. They need to get something going quickly here, man. You know what? I disagree with myself. I think the Rabbitohs just need to not concede again this half. With 8 minutes to go here the first half, it doesn't really matter if they score or not. I just think they need to make sure that they don't concede again. Sharon, what's the Titans Rabbits vid coming out? Probably next week sometime in a mixture, like a double. Oh, that's an idiotic move from the Raiders there. Penalty of the Rabbitohs in a double vlog with Manly. I'll put them both together. I've been very sick this week. I haven't been anywhere near interested enough to put out that vlog. I've been way too sick. Karen Rabbitoh says the Rabbitohs are capable of coming back easy. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just think they can't concede again. Even if they conceded again, it was 22-8. It's still only a 14-point game. But if I'm the Rabbitohs, the Raiders probably are a better team than the Titans. So, and I know people are going to be like, oh, they're obviously better. Cool, man. I don't care what you think. But like the Raiders are a decent enough team that they can defensively grind it out. The Titans, they don't have a good defense. They have a good attack, not a good defense. So that's why the Raiders can probably hold out a 14-point deficit. So that's what I'm saying. The Rabbitohs need to score next, in my personal opinion. That's a knock on there. From the Raiders, I think. It should be a set of 6. No, what's going on here? I think this is Rabbitohs ball here still. No? Okay, it's not. This is going to be Raiders ball here. No, they're going to challenge this. Fair enough. I think this is Rabbitohs ball. Dadsmate says, Souths are a good second half team, though. Absolutely. Dan says, hey, man, do you reckon who is the most underrated NRL side? Underrated? I don't think there are many underrated NRL sides at the moment, mate, to be honest with you. I don't really think there are many underrated NRL sides. Because I think all the bottom teams are shithouse. Oh, that's not a knock on. Does Chris touch it? Oh, yeah, clearly. Yeah, he clearly touched that. So it will be touched off the race. It will be Rabbitohs ball here. But I can't think of an underrated team. That's a successful challenge for the Rabbitohs here. And they'll get the ball here, 45 minutes out here from the Raiders line. I don't think there is, mate. I really don't. Parramatta are not an underrated side. People are very well aware that they will choke in the finals. They always do. They're not that good. Their games this year, they haven't shown a great deal of confidence in them. I don't think they're underrated at all. I think, realistically, they're actually a little bit overrated. But I'd safely say that they're in rated. People know they're a good team, but they're not that good of a team. They're not like your Storm, your Panthers, your Rabbitohs. Rabbitohs aren't looking the goods now. But in the same sense, I definitely would back in the Rabbitohs to win the comp over the Eels. Just because of one game doesn't mean I don't believe the Eels will win. And I think the Rabbitohs will win. I do believe the Rabbitohs would beat the Eels too. Antonio Raphael says, what do you think of Will Chambers? Just as much as you son of a bitch. Just as much as you thinking, buddy, Corey Parker, mate. Hey, Corey Parker. The best thing is that I can choose to ignore your comment. You can't choose to ignore me, boy. Aha! Oh, he's been slammed. Oh my God, he's been slammed. 15 minutes out here from the line. Dasmate says, would you say Storm are a bit underrated? I would say so. Yeah, actually, yeah, I would call that a Rabbitohs try. Easy try too. Campbell Graham. Fantastic try there by the Rabbitohs. Fantastic try there. And Campbell Graham puts him right back in at 16-12 here with a kick to come. And guys, it's dangerous. It's dangerous because the Rabbitohs haven't played well in this first half. The Rabbitohs have not played well in this first half, and they're only going to be down by probably 2 points. Obviously, there's still 6 minutes to go here the first half, but that's poor defense. Kieran Young says, yo, BKR, Parramatta has the most fans this year. So, what? What on earth are you talking about? Firstly, I couldn't care less about who has the most fans. Just because you have the most fans doesn't mean you're a good team. Secondly, just because you have the most fans doesn't mean jack shit about anything. What are you talking about? Where did that even come from? And also, do you have the most memberships? Because I doubt it. I'm pretty sure the Rabbitohs probably would, or the Broncos probably would. Maybe not the Broncos. But then again, they claim to be the best supporters in the NRL. I don't know. Panthers probably have a good supporter base too. But where did that come from? Who cares about who has the most fans? I guarantee you, Rabbitohs have more fans than the Eels in general. And also, by the way, never saw Eels fans when they were shithouse. Eels fans have just popped up onto the bandwagon in the last 3-4 years. So I wouldn't be piping up about Eels being the best fan base in the league. When they won 3 wooden spoons that they cheated for, mind you, they were over the salary cap for all 3 of those wooden spoons. No one was around, and I never saw any Eels fans. So let's relax on calling the Eels the best fans in the league. Yeah, Dasmate says they didn't have fans in 2013. Absolutely. Storm fan says, Toldy Campbell Graham scores tonight. Yeah, good try. Very good try. Raiders just couldn't get there, and it was a very good run. Very good line. Very good line there by Campbell Graham. As Sports says, Blaze, Para have the most memberships. Cool. I don't care. They weren't there literally 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So that's fine, but they're all bandwagons. I'd probably say a good 30% of them are real fans. 70% of them are people who didn't want to be a Parramatta fan, 6 years ago, and would say that they weren't a Parramatta fan, even if they were in Parramatta. So 4.5, and that's why I don't respect it. That's why I don't respect it, because out of all the teams, they have been blatantly one of the ones that really, everyone comes out for. Everyone in the Cronulla, I've always said they're a Sharks fan. Even though when they were shithouse, I've always known lots of Sharks fans. But with the Eels, didn't know a single Eels fan back 2013, 2014, 2015. Kieran Young says, in fact, Rabbitohs are going to lose to Para and Roosters are going to be beaten by us at home. And also, okay, and this is why Eels fans also don't realise they've 35 years without, that's 4 pass from Benji Marshall. That's a 4 pass there from Benji Marshall, 4 tackle lead. Eels fans, you have not won anything in 35 years. Let's not start talking about, being easy run home to the premiership. You've won nothing in 35 years. So, 5th tackle here. Mind you, you've actually got more wooden spoons than the Titans have been as a club. So, there you go. If you want to start, let's start, baby. Let's start, Eels fan. You want to start, boy? We'll go, boy. Oh, my God. Rabbitohs going to score here. Rabbitohs going to score here. They can get through. Oh, he's played at that. And that's going to be... Benji Marshall's going to lose that ball, and he's going to take that ball. Raiders going to have it. Brandon Fraser says, do you know many Cowboys fans, Blaze? Yeah, I know a couple. But what's going on here? How are the Raiders not being allowed to play all that on there? Jack Thomas says, who do you think has the best fan base? Difficult one. Ask me at halftime. Actually, can you ask me that question at halftime? Because I want to kind of get back to the game a little bit. But I will answer that question. So 3 minutes to go here of the first half. It is 16-14 to the Raiders. And KO is messed up again here. Jeez. Really odd one. Robert Duckham says, Bunnies win the comp. Book it. I don't know, man. They're not looking that great. They are only close in this game, but they're not looking that great. So Raiders here with the ball. They're getting some good offloads away too. 4 tackle here. 3 minutes to go here of the first half. I don't know what he's doing there, slapping his arm away. That was never going anywhere. 5th tackle with the Raiders there. Haven't made a great deal of meters here though. Karam says Sawali could play at fullback for us against the Knights. Now with Teddy out. Be interesting to see, but don't expect him to be a saviour. He's a very young kid, 16, with a lot of expectation on his shoulders. So 2.5 minutes left here the first half. 16-14 is the score. Very close game here. Very, very close game. Mitch Moses says, who do you think will win the grand final? Panthers or Storm? Well, I'd say Panthers. Rabbitohs will be there. People are going to look at this game and they're going to be like, oh, the Rabbitohs are done. Or they're going to look at last week and they're going to be like, oh, 30 points to the Titans. Rabbitohs are done. They're absolutely not. They still won last week. Probably still win this game, to be honest with you. But I've tipped the Raiders. And as a Titans fan, I want the Rabbitohs to win this because it keeps the Raiders below the Titans. But do I think it's going to happen? Not at this point. I think the Rabbitohs are not playing well and still only down by 2 points. So fit tackle here with the Rabbitohs. 45 metres out here from the try line here. Reynolds going to boot this ball up. Left-hand side, difficult take here, and good take. Very good take there by Bailey Simonson. Zamalim says, can you show us the actual game due to broadcasting restrictions? No, I can't. It's illegal. So first tackle here for the Raiders. 25 metres out here from their own line. Sebastian Chris brings it past the 30. Cameron says, no, I don't think that at all. He will probably be okay, but he's still very young. Oh, 100%. Yes, thanks for taking the time to read my name, and no worries, mate. Ula Lamanu says, I just joined, but who was try for the South? Ooh, who scored for the South? It was Campbell Graham. It was, I can't remember who the other ones, but it was Campbell Graham was the most recent one. So fifth tackle here for the Raiders. So four tackle here for the Raiders at the halfway point, and they're going to be 40 metres out here from the Rabbitohs line. Zamalim says, you're doing a good job anyway. I appreciate you. We're here all the time, son. So let us know who you support and get around the chat. Oh, what's going on with the Rabbitohs? 4 minutes out. Oh, he's going to break through here. Cody Walker's having a shocker back there at fullback, in my opinion. So 42 seconds left here, first half. First tackle for the Rabbitohs. They're on their own 10-metre line, though. Ray is trying to force a mistake right now. Dave Formosa says, hopefully I see you tomorrow night. I won't be at the game, I'll be streaming, unfortunately, because I've been very sick all week. So I will be streaming the Titans game tomorrow night. But I will be at the Broncos game at some point this season, and probably supporting the Broncos for a vlog. But in the same sense, it won't be the most exciting support. So fourth tackle here. And the Rabbitohs, they're probably just going to hold this one out. So it's going to be a 2-point lead to the Raiders at halftime. And you'll take that, baby. You will take that, son. So fifth tackle here for the Rabbitohs. Damien Cook, left-hand side. Benji Marshall, they're playing it here on fifth. Out of the left-hand side, lost the ball. And that, my friends, is halftime. So we'll be halftime here. 16-14 to the Raiders. Raiders with a better team for 30 minutes. Kind of fell apart there in that final 10 minutes there and let the Rabbitohs get back into it. I think the Raiders probably feel like they should be up by a bit more than what they are. But they just couldn't put them to bed. You know what I'm saying? They just could not put them to bed. And it's 16-14. It's very early, and last week the Rabbitohs were down by 14 points to the Titans and came back to win by 10. So you can't write the Rabbitohs out yet. Very, very close game. But guys, let's hit that thumbs up button. We're so close to 100 likes already. My goodness me. Smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. But we are on 86 likes. Let's get it up to 100. Let's buddy smack it. Ula Lamanu says Alex Johnson should go to fullback. Alex Johnson also scored one of those tries, to answer your question, mind you. He scored out in the wing. But yes, I agree. I think Johnson should go to fullback with... but then again, who goes into the wing position? I guess you put someone out into the wing. You'd put Benji Marshall into the centre like he did last week, and then Cody Walker into the halves. I would like that. I think that's the best option. Kieran Young says, PK, are you going to ANZ for Paravest Doggies? Absolutely goddamn not. Daniel Bates says, I'm not calling Raiders Papali. What? I'm not calling Raiders Papali. Not happening. I have no idea what you just said. What's going on there? Jack Thomas says, who do you think has the best fan base? Good question. I think that there are small fan groups of every team that deserves credit. The Titans have one, but overall, the Titans will always have a bandwagoning fan base because they're on the Gold Coast. New Zealand are full of hot and cold. There is a small fan base, but they're also a big rugby union nation. So for me, I would personally say they're not really anywhere close. Storm, they're an AFL state, they're not really close. They have a supporter group. They do have, but I wouldn't call it that. Roosters are very hot and cold. I work in the eastern suburbs, and I know that they really jump off their team, and they don't even really get good crowds realistically for how long they've been in the competition. Rabbitohs have a strong supporter base. It always will and always has. But then again, they don't get the greatest crowds considering. Parramatta, like I've mentioned before, disappeared completely for the last 10 years until the last 2-3 years when they started to become good again. So not a big fan of the old Parramatta supporter base. Penrith have always been pretty thick and thin with their team. Penrith, even when they were struggling in the late 2000s, early 2010s, even mid-2010s, they've always been pretty strong with their team. So I'd really put Penrith up there. And same with the Bulldogs. I honestly think Bulldogs fans, as grubby as a lot of them can be, and I've seen a lot of abuse and assault at Bulldogs games, like straight up. I'm not joking with you. I'm not lying. I've seen a lot of assault at Bulldogs games. They're very, stayed put with their team. They believe in their team when they shouldn't. They should be a lot more realistic about their team, but in the same sense, they are pretty hard nuts. So for me, I really do think that it could actually be between Bulldogs and Panthers, in my personal opinion, because Tigers fans, they don't even like each other. Balmain fans and West fans don't like each other. So there's absolutely no way, and Campbelltown doesn't get any fans from their West team, and Balmain, obviously they get out to support at Leichhardt on the Sunday afternoons, but not that they can do anything for their fans there. Sharks, no, but they're still decent, but no. Raiders, hot and cold. Newcastle, hot and cold. Manly are pretty strengthy with their team. I'd still go Bulldogs or Panthers over Manly, though. Brendan Fraser says, what about Cowboys fans? No, I think Cowboys are very up and down with their team as well, to be honest with you. Below Block says, hello, Big House. I'm back. Good on you, man. Appreciate you. Ula Manu says, are you going to the Titans game? No, I'll be streaming. Not due to broadcasting restrictions, sorry. I'll be streaming because I've been very unwell this week, so I don't feel like I should be going up to Queensland when I've been very unwell this week. Brandon Fraser says, well, that's right. Horny African Tribesman, take 2, says, hey, BKR Sports, what's your favourite Denzel Washington movie? Me. Daniel Bates says, Kieran, you got my point there. I don't know what your point was. Pato Cat says, hope everything is going well with your health right now as well. Yeah, I'm going all right, mate. Smacking it out. Zach Aboriginal says, good game so far, fellas. Yeah, it is. It is a very good game, in my opinion. I think that obviously the Raiders probably think they deserve a bit more than what they've got so far. I think the Rabbitohs have been pretty dodgy in the sense that they've lost a couple of ball. They haven't looked as fluent on attack. But like I've been saying, majority of the game so far, they're still probably going to come back in this game because they did it to the Titans last week and they'll do it to whoever's probably in front of them besides maybe the Storm. But then again, look at the second game or first game against the Storm. I think it was game 1 or game 2 maybe. Rabbitohs played the Storm. They lost. They were down big in that game at first half and came back to make it a really close game. I think they lost by 8 points. But the Rabbitohs came flying in the end. So the second half is really good for the Rabbitohs. And that's why I feel like the Raiders feel like they should be a lot more than what they are right now. Pavanic says, Bunnies will win easily. Greetings from Belgrade in Serbia. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you, man. All the way in Serbia. Good on you, man. Hope you're doing well with everything going on right now. Azu Sports says, thanks, Blaze, for the praise of our Doggies fans, even though we are losing game in bad times. That's the thing, man. Dogs always have a pretty good crowd. Good crowd, but some dogs always have a pretty good supporter base. Yes, they're aggressive, and yes, they're over the top. But in the same sense, they're passionate too. They are passionate. Bill Short says, Denzel Washington was big last week too. Eric Derez says, most of New Zealand are bandwagon for Warriors. Absolutely. That's what I said. New Zealand are a team that the Warriors are a team that New Zealand will absolutely get behind if they're doing well. And they'll get behind it if they're doing okay and they make the finals. But if they're not making finals and they're, struggling, no one will give a shit. They'll care about the Blues, they'll care about the Highlanders, the Crusaders, the Chiefs, the Hurricanes. They don't care about anybody else. So, yes, that's why I wouldn't class the Warriors up there in regards to that. Archangel Michael says, remember the Titans, my favourite Denzel Washington movie. Great bloody movie, son. Great. What's Denzel Washington going on here? Caitlin goes for Titans, says, hi, sorry for spamming. No, you're all right, man. Just don't spam because I can't read everybody else's comments, Like, I can't be reading. You didn't even post any comments, mind you. It was just like blank. I don't even know how you did that. Brandon Fraser says, Wayne Bennett is a good coach. He knows how to pump his players up for the second half. Yes, he also knows how to provide the Broncos with a spoon because he did do that. I don't care if anyone says conspiracy. He did do that to make himself look better. You don't believe it. That's cool. That's your choice. But I'm very well aware that Wayne Bennett made sure that his team lost to the Dogs to make sure the Broncos got the spoon because it made him look better. Someone says, what stadium do you think gives out the best atmosphere? Bankwest, but I think that the new Sydney football stadium that they're currently building will make it better. We're 2 likes away from 100 at half time. My goodness me, son. My goodness me. Look at us go. We're flying. Sport Action says, Titans don't have an enforcer. That's the stupidest comment I've ever seen in my life. Ambush Rugby Fanatic says, Amy Park or Suncorp. Well, I've just read a stupid comment out, and now I've just read that one out too. Suncorp smacks Amy every day of the week. Lucky Reddy says, hi bro, who will win this match? I am taking the Rabbitohs from here. I tipped the Raiders, I did. I tipped the Raiders by 4, but I think the Rabbitohs are going to be too strong in the second half. I think the Raiders need to be up by more than what they're up by now. I think they need to do a lot more in the second half. Dasmate says, no, the doggies were just too good like always. Doggies are shithouse. Chunchi says, you reckon that 2 New Zealand teams would spark up the nation? A North vs South rivalry would be pretty sick to see. Imagine an all New Zealand grand final. Yes. Imagine an all New Zealand grand final. Don't see it happening, especially with this new conference system that they're bringing in. They're going to bring it in. I'm sorry, but they will. It's smarter. It is good. And although you may not like it at first, it actually does work. The only problem I do see, however, with this conference system, and I will get to your question in a second because I'm kind of going off track a bit, but the only problem I see with this conference system is that all the teams outside of New South Wales and Sydney will have to travel a lot more than the Sydney teams. It's a bit unfair. So if they can figure out a way to make it fair for the teams that are outside of Sydney that are travelling, compared to the teams in Sydney that don't really have to travel, then I'm all for it. But until they can figure something out in regards to that, I don't agree with it whatsoever. But I think it is the right way to go. I think it is definitely something that will enhance the competition, and it can give us that extra, those extra teams, the Brisbane and Second New Zealand team, and brings in the rivalry between New Zealand, North Island, and South Island. I think that'd be incredible. I think that it's been dying out for years, crying out for years, and it's tough though because the Warriors are a very up and down team. No one cares about the Warriors as it is. So bringing in a second team, it would bring in a lot more loyalty and rivalry. But in the same sense, you got to remember that the Warriors already have the whole country, right? So they've already had the whole country. You would have to rely on the young guns to be going and bringing this team up from start. So it's like with the second Brisbane team. Redcliffe makes sense because you can actually find some supporters out in Redcliffe that won't be Broncos fans, or Ipswich does because you can kind of separate it. But New Zealand is New Zealand. It's like their whole country has always supported the one team in regards to the NRL. So then you split that. Are the people who are in this island, are the people in the South Island going to get around this team, or are they going to stay with the Warriors, or like in North Island, they're going to stay with the Warriors, and they're going to go to the South Island? Like, it's going to be interesting to see the dynamic between, if, it's a possibility that people just don't care enough. But we'll see how we go. I would love to see it. Chunchi says, I hard agree with the conference system for sure. However, I disagree with the notion that it should be Sydney team conference and other teams conference. Just throwing it out there, that's what they've already said. That's what the NRL said, or whoever spoke out about it. And it makes sense too. I just don't understand how you would do conferences without that, without New Sydney teams. And because it makes sense. There's Tigers, Dragons, Eels, Tigers, Dragons, Eels, Penrith, Dogs, Sharks, Manly, Roosters, Rabbits, right? And then you bring in the other two teams. And if I'm forgetting a team, I apologise. Bringing the other two teams, the 2 New Zealand teams, 2 Brisbane teams, Gold Coast, North Queensland, Newcastle, Canberra, and the Storm. So I'm just saying, 9 teams apiece. It makes the most sense. Not that I like it, because I don't think that it's fair in regards to the non-Sydney teams having to travel. But then again, it could still be it's like the NBA. You don't play only your conference. You play everyone. So I guess it can still be worked in fairly, but your points tally is going up on that ladder and not that ladder, if you know what I'm saying. And then power rankings videos will make sense, lads. I can't do a power rankings for the NRL because, and anyone who does do power rankings, I'm sorry, it doesn't make sense because we have a whole ladder where everyone is together. Yeah, that's why when I did A-League power rankings, it didn't really make sense because we have a ladder to go off. In the NFL, in the NBA, in the NHL, in the Major League Baseball, we don't have an overall ladder to go off. We only have a specific ladder of the conferences or the divisions or the National League or the American League. So that's why it makes sense in America. But that doesn't make sense here if we're talking about power rankings when we have it in front of us. Sammy says a PNG team in that expansion would be great if possible for obvious reasons. I personally would prefer that over New Zealand, but I don't know if PNG could it would be financially viable. There's a difference between having a team in the NRL and a team in the Queensland Cup. And also, sorry to say, but PNG can also be quite corrupt in their governmental system. I'm not going to get into politics here, but it just kind of is what it is. So I would doubt the legitimacy of it being run to a point where it's not corrupt, without going into too much detail. Tyler Smith is up. Hello, mate. How you doing? By the way, guys, we're just waiting here for the second half to get started. We're on 101 likes. Gee whiz, we smashed it. We are smashing it. So smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already. And subscribe if you are new around here. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers. Gee whiz, that is a number that I have not thought about getting for a very, very long time. That is crazy. And as we say that, thank you very much, Raymond Eunice, for subscribing. If you're wondering why your name hasn't come up here if you have subscribed, it needs to be public. Your subscription has to be public. So yeah. Ambush Rugby Fanatic says, in your opinion, what do you think if there was a Perth or someone in the Northern Territory team, and what would they be called? Perth is an interesting one. Perth is probably it had a lot of traction a few years back. Perth had a lot of traction about 4 or 5 years ago. They took the Nines there and people fell off it because there wasn't a great crowd over there. But also the crowd, they put the games on a Friday and Saturday, which was really odd because like Nines is like Sevens, right? And Sevens is on a Saturday and Sunday. And usually you get your biggest crowds on the Sunday. Like, no one cares about the group stage. I'm sorry, no one cares. I guarantee you if you had the Nines in Sydney or in Queensland or New Zealand, when they did have it there, no one cared about the first day. People come on the second day. That's just how it works. So I was disappointed with the fact that Perth really fell off because of that, because it didn't really make much sense. However, I don't think they're in the mindset of the NRL just yet. Dasmate says, did Perth have a team? They did, yes. But they obviously fell apart a while ago. Chosen YouTube, unfortunately, you're going to get timed out, my dude. Please don't spam, otherwise I can't read everybody else's fantastic comments. I'm not ticklish says, close game so thus far will be good second half. Yeah, man, absolutely. Will be absolutely a good second half. I'm very much looking forward to it. Realistically, it's going to be very interesting to see if the Raiders can hold out the Rabbitohs here. The second half is actually getting started here, so I should turn up and just start getting back to commentating. But let me know what your second half predictions are, guys. Let me know your second half predictions. I'm going to say the Rabbitohs win. I have tipped the Raiders from before the game. I feel like I'm wrong now. I think the Rabbitohs are going to be too strong in the second half. However, Raiders know how to grind it out, so it's a high-scoring game. I don't think this was the best. I don't think a shootout is what they wanted, but the shootout is what they're probably getting right now. Nick from Australia says, hey, mate, good half of footy. I expect South to win. Yeah, I do too at the moment. Obviously, I've taken take the Raiders beforehand. But if Rabbitohs win, that's good for my Titans. That's good for my Titans because that means the Raiders will stay below the Titans, and then we obviously get to play the Broncos tomorrow. Hopefully we win. I never back in a win for the Titans against anybody unless, it's already done and dusted. But I would love my tip to be wrong here. I would love to it. Z-Tip says, heading up to Brizzy for Magic Round, mate. Should be a good weekend. See how we go, man. See how we go. It's very difficult because I do love these streams and you guys love these streams. But also I do love my vlogs and stuff. So we'll see how we go, mate. Shannon Humphrey says, don't forget the Guernsey giveaway as well. Oh, yeah. After the game finishes, guys, I'll let you know how to win the jersey because I forgot to do it at halftime. But fit tackle here for the Rabbitohs, and they're going to be at the halfway point right now. So good few metres. At least they're starting off on the positive, I guess. Starting off on the positive. I'm not ticklish, says, yeah, I reckon Rabbitohs will pull off a win. Fair enough, man. I think they should be able to pull home strong, but I don't know if I want my tips to do well. I think I'm pretty much done our tipping. I'm 10 points behind already, the leader, but I think he probably would have gone the Rabbitohs. So I guess 10 points isn't that bad after round 7, but still, I don't think I'm winning it. So I would prefer, and I would prefer the Titans to make the 8 over. Getting one tip right anyway. So let's go the Rabbitohs. So 4 tackled here for the Raiders. They're going to be 45 metres out here from their own line. Sport out or good offload though. I tell you what, the Raiders are getting some good offloads in this game. No Raiders really followed them up there, but they're getting some good offloads. And they're finding a way to just get that ball out and keep that play going. Someone says, what's your opinion on Andrew Johns wanting to cut down the NRL to 12 teams? It's stupid, will never happen. Don't care. Fit tackle here, 40 metres out from the Rabbitohs line, left-hand side. Whiten's going to boot that ball up as if Channel 9 or Fox Sports are going to be like, yeah, let's do that. Andrew Johns, please stop talking about that because it's just ridiculous. I think he only mentioned it once, so yeah. Shannon Humphries, it is a good thing you reminded me. Thank you very much. Dasmate says, I thought Joey was sober now. I guess I was wrong. Yeah, it's stupid. Jacob Toby says, do you think the Roosters will be better than they are now when they get some of their players back from injury? Well, considering that Tedesco is not playing against the Knights, it's not good. But yes, of course, when a team has got a lot of injuries, they're always going to be a lot better when they get their injuries back. It's just a fact. So, yeah, of course, mate. But they've got a lot of players to come back to be in that situation. But yeah, they're not the same team as they have previously been, though, in my opinion. Fit tackle here, 40 metres out here from their own line. They're trying to call for a 6 again here, but it's not going to happen. Reynolds going to boot that ball up. He's outside the 40. It's not going to go anywhere near the 40-20 anyway. So Rapinet's going to have the ball here. Bailey Simonson Ty Corbett says, I'm pretty sure he said 12 players, not 12 teams. What? No, he said 12 teams. I remember what he said. I remember when this was being said last year. He did say 12 teams. It makes more sense for him. It doesn't make sense to anybody else on any planet, in any reality. But apparently, if you're immortal, you can say things and people take you seriously in regards to everything. Johns has an unbelievable mind of the game. Of course he does. But please don't talk about bringing the competition down to 12 teams, because that will never happen and it's stupid. They're not square at market, and they weren't offside there for they weren't onside there, the Rabbitohs. But the Raiders here, fit tackle, 25 metres out, 20 metres out, 15 metres out. Chance here, Whiten kicks it through, should be a dropout in my opinion. Oh no, good. That was actually a good play by Walker. Hasn't had a good game at fullback in my opinion, but that was a good play. Stormfan says, Channel 9 is not macking up. Not what? Sorry? I'm not tickle says, who do you support in the A-League? I'm a Brisbane Roar fan, my man. We had a good win last night, 4-0 over the Mariners. We do A-League streams on here as well, only when they're midweek. Just didn't do these midweek games due to the fact that I've been very sick. Robert Duckham says they tried cutting the comp before. Remember what happened? Oh, jeez. That's going to be a penalty there against the Raiders. As if you give away a penalty there in that situation. Like, as if you give away a penalty in that situation. I'm sorry, but that's just stupidity. I'm not tickled says, oh, are you good now? Yeah, I'm alright, mate. I'm alright. Jacob Toby says, it'll be interesting to see what Boyd Cordner is like when he comes back. I think he's going to be a bit more worried, man. I think he's going to be a bit less on the front foot, in my opinion. I think that he's going to be a bit nervous about his health now. So, and I don't even know if he's coming back, to be honest with you. Rabbit Fire TV says, will you start to win AFL streams? There'll be one on Saturday night, mate. Geelong versus the Swans. My Catters going up against the Swannies. So first tackle here, we don't usually have a good record against the Swannies. Final question after Adventure says, who you got for Friday? Titans 40-0 or Titans 50-0? I never back in a win unless I know it's a guarantee. And with the Titans, I never know anything's a guarantee. I'm taking the Titans, and I think we win 36-6. But in the same sense, I kind of guarantee it. Rabbitohs here, left-hand side. Chance here, Walker gets it up the wing. Gagai. Try time for the Rabbitohs, and Dane Gagai will put it down over the line, left-hand side, and it'll be 18-16. 18-16 here for the Rabbitohs here, with the kick to come as well. Nice little try there down the left-hand side, and you can't complain with that if you're a Rabbitohs fan. Karen Rabbitohs says, honestly, I don't want to say this, but I don't think Cordner comes back, and to be honest, I love him, but it's probably time to move on. I agree. Jim Jacobs says, how many minutes before full time? Does it not have it on here on the stream? But we're only like 4 minutes into the second half, man. 5 minutes into the second half. Yes, it's 45 minutes there, so that'll be 35 minutes to go here of the game. Ty Corbett says, Panthers or Manly, and by how many points? I think Panthers win. I think Panthers win by about 14. I think Manly make it relatively close-ish, but like they also have played them before this season, and they lost by about 40. So yes, there was no Tom Trbojevic, but I think that 40 deficit gets probably withdrawn to 14-ish points to the Panthers. But very nice try there, and Cody Walker, that's his first good thing he's done in today's game, in my opinion. Dane Gagai gets the ball out on the left-hand side and puts the ball over the line. Dan Canales says, if you could pick one Raider to join the Titans, who would you pick and why? Jack Whiten, absolutely, every day of the week. Fixes our halves situation, in my opinion. And is the current Dally M. So, absolutely. Absolutely, Jack Whiten, every day of the week. Jaden says, Panthers by 28. I think Manly can back it up, I think. Panthers by 28. Manly can back it. Did you say Manly can back it up? Sorry? Manly can't back up, I think. I think it's a very good team now. They've played the Titans, who they ambushed. It was just a straight up ambush, and the Titans never had anything their way the entire day. It just was one of those days. Nothing to do with the ref, but it just wasn't one of their days, the Titans. And then who did they play last week? They play a team that really isn't that good. Who did they play last week, actually? I know you guys are going to comment it, but I think you guys are like 7 seconds in front of me. So Manly played the Tigers. Yeah, the Tigers. Like, no one cares. Like, the Tigers are shithouse, right? So, point of the matter is, Manly haven't played anybody of a crazy note yet, and that first game against the Titans was literally an ambush because of the Trbojevic effect. So 2016 here, that's why I think I've seen the Trbojevic effect live. I was there at the Mudgee game. That's why I think that realistically he does do a lot for that team in regards to the mental effect rather than just his ability. So first take a leave of the Rabbitohs. They're 20 minutes out from their own line. Dan Canales says, thoughts on Ass Taylor? I personally think he's killing it of late. He was very good on the weekend against the Rabbitohs. Not that anyone wanted to, because he's our scapegoat. Every team has a scapegoat. He's our scapegoat. So unfortunately, he's always going to cop it, and I think he understands that. I know Ash well, but he understands that. But he is the scapegoat, unfortunately. So 4 tackle here with the Rabbitohs. 40 metres out here from their own line. Not making a great deal of metres, though. Going to be tackled down about the halfway point. Eric the Red says, I know you Titans hard, but do you have any other NRL team you support? Sharks from mum, but I don't care. Like, I would want the Titans to flog the Sharks when we play them. But I'll get behind the Sharks from my mum. That's it. What is Rapana doing throwing that ball? I'm sorry, but what are you doing throwing that ball there? There's no need for it. Canberra said, I think Manly will give the Panthers a good run, but I think Penrith will get the job done. Yeah, absolutely. So if Rabbitohs win this game, guys, they are in second. They go above the Parramatta Eels. Obviously, Eels have a game to play. Their points differential is exactly the same right now, 101 apiece for the Rabbitohs and also for Para. And the Para play doggies, so that will probably change a little bit. Dogs have a pretty good record against the Eels, though, I believe. They do. Horny African tribesman, I'm going to have to time you out, my dude. I know you know, you're going to get timed out because you are spamming, my man. And so is Dylan Shandle. Sorry, you are going to get timed out too, my bro. Alan Davis says, how did Titans not collapse over the last 10 years? Did they make any money? They got bought by the NRL, and we have a fantastic ownership group in the Frizzels and Darryl Kelly. So 49 minutes gone here in this game, guys, and the Rabbitohs are going to get the ball here, 25 minutes out here from their own line. Ty Corbett says, do you think the Titans should move on Ash Taylor on to free up the salary cap, or is he a long-term deal? Probably goes to the Super League, or he signs for a much lesser contract than he is obviously on, which allows the Titans to purchase a 5'8" or another player to put in that position. And he could be backup, or just, I don't know, he'll be on a year-to-year basis, to be honest with you, but for much less. I think he knows that and is aware of that, because he hasn't been up standard, but this year he's been better than people are giving him credit for. Like, he was really good against the Rabbitohs in the first half anyway. But then again, in the second half, no one played well. So fifth tackle, right-hand side. Reynolds going to boot this ball up 30 metres out. Right-hand side here, and easy take here for the Rays, but they're going to be literally on their own line, 5 minutes out from their own line. Peter James says, Broncos are beating the Titans. Cool, mate. Dasmate says, we always make it close with Para, even the last couple of years. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's why I think the Dogs might have a chance, but I think I'm going to tip the Eels. I'm not going to go the crazy and tip the Dogs, but I do think that the Dogs aren't completely out of it. Do I think they're a good team? Absolutely goddamn not. Do I think they're Spooners? No, I said this before the season started. They were just very bad to start the season, and they're still bad. But they're still going to be bottom four. They're probably still second last, but Broncos are going to be around that point, lads. Broncos are going to be around that point. They are still bad. And as you can see, Broncos fans in the chat are still delusional. They still think their team is actually relevant. Someone says, do you think that Scott Prince is the clear-cut best player to play for the Gold Coast Titans? He was very good, but so was Matt Rogers, so was Luke Bailey. Luke Douglas had a very good career with us. Scott Prince was very good, but, there was a lot of players that played over their time in the early years that were very good. Unfortunately, we haven't had greats over the time, but David Fafita is looking like, if he stays, that he will be the best by a clear cut. Palestine says, hi, mate, what do you think of the Bulldogs? I think they're shithouse, but I think they've got great fans, but I think they're shithouse this year. But they'll be bottom four. They're not going to be last, in my opinion. I think there are worse teams than them overall. And I think they're finally, I guess they've gotten a win. Hopefully they can try and muster from that. If they beat the Eels, people might start to turn their eyes. Oh, good hit there. Good hit there by the Raiders. And the Rabbitohs are going to be on the halfway point. Fifth tackle. Rabbitohs aren't making meters here, but they are up by 4. Westside YouTube says up the Storm. Getting around the Storm, baby. Good, buddy. Good couple of wins. And they're right back in the mix. People didn't believe them at the start of the season. I still had them in third. People didn't believe in them. They thought they were going to really lose out. I still don't think they're composed in second halves. I don't think they've got a good second half in them because of the lack of composure with no Cameron Smith. But they still get the job done because they usually put it away in the first half. Palestine says, yeah, not necessarily the worst, but at the same time, they're pretty bad. Absolutely. He's spot on there. So, guys, we're 51 minutes into the game here. 28 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button if you have not already, and subscribe if you are new around here. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers. I think we're only about 820 now or so away from 10,000 subscribers. So, let's go, baby. We are smashing it. Fifth tackle here for the Raiders. And I will be letting you know how you win an NRL show. Oh, that's penalty. That's penalty. Ooh, that's going to be a knock-on they're going to call. They're going to say it's a knock-on. I would challenge this if I'm the Raiders. I would challenge this. They are going to challenge it. Yep. They are going to challenge it. So the Raiders will challenge this. I'm pretty certain it's going to be a penalty. Palestine said, are you doing an NRL giveaway? Yeah, when we hit 9,000 subscribers, I said I'd give away an NRL jersey to one of you guys. So I'll let you guys know how to win it once we finish up here. No, he lost that ball. No, I'm changing my mind on that one, lads. He clearly drops that ball. Bird just gets off him and he just slips over and just drops the ball clearly. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. Storm versus the Storm, we win 4 wins in a row. That's cool, but like, against who realistically? The last loss you had was against the Panthers. You shouldn't care. Guys, if you're a top 3 team, top 4 team, you should not give a shit about who you play outside of the top 4 teams that are realistically going to be there at the end of the season. Because no matter what, you're going to beat these other teams. You get a shock result and a loss, cool. I don't really care. But you should only give a shit, if you're a Storm fan, about playing the Rabbitohs, about playing the Panthers, technically the Eels, I'd say Raiders. And that's probably about it. Like, if you lose here or there to other teams, then cool. But you shouldn't be giving a shit about who else you play, because you will, no matter what, be in the finals, and you just need to be in the finals to have a crack. Moronic Douchebaggery. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. What was going on there? Moronic Douchebaggery says, dude, have you considered using crowd noise when there's a trial big hit? Still illegal, man. Still copyright. That's still the sounds of the game, unfortunately. So third tackle here for the Rabbitohs. They're 35 minutes out here from the Raiders line. Third tackle, Reynolds underneath the Benji. Benji underneath the Walker. Walker here gets it out, and that's going to be offloaded again. Offload again. Chance here. Oh, Paulo taken down. 12 minutes out here from the Raiders line. Fourth tackle here for the Rabbitohs. Has a chance to put this past a 2-try deficit. Gets it off to Nichols. Nichols could have passed that to Arrow, and Arrow probably would have been in there. Fifth tackle here, 5 meters out. Damien Cook with the ball. Gets it on the left-hand side. Raised defense looks pretty strong here. It's a 2-on-2, and Marshall throws it out. So it will be a Raiders ball here, 10 meters out from their own line. Storm fans in South playing good. Minty Rabbitohs says 120 likes. Nice. Gee whiz, 120 likes, guys. You guys are smashing it recently. Don't forget, tomorrow night we will be doing both the Sharks and Storm game and my Gold Coast Titans going up against the Broncos. So you haven't got the notification bell on yet. Obviously, hit the notification bell and subscribe if you're new around here, because we are smacking it this weekend. Reese Dumelo says Warriors are goated. Warriors are shithouse. I'm sorry, but they are. I would love to see the Warriors do well. They deserve to do well. Their fans deserve to see them do well. But the Warriors are shithouse. I'm sorry. Second tackle here. 13 minutes out here from their own line. Raiders with the ball. And if you don't like that, that's cool, but they're not that great. Their spine is what lets them down. And also, realistically, their entire team isn't just that good. There's a lot better teams in the competition, in my personal opinion. But I would love to see the Warriors do well. But it's just not going to happen this year. Fourth tackle here, or any time in the near future, considering that, Tuivasa Sheck is leaving. Reece Walsh is looking the goods. But overall, they're not that good. Robert Duckham says, one day the Bunnies are going to put together a full 80 minutes and then they will be unbeatable. Crazy scenes, man. I don't believe you. I think you're lying to me. And I think people need to call you out for that. You're a liar. You are a liar. The Bunnies will... There's no way that the Rabbitohs... You're talking about the South Sydney Rabbitohs here? The South Sydney Rabbitohs to put a full 80 minutes together? Get out of town. I don't believe you. Shannon Humphrey says, I reckon Sharks-Cowboys Grand Final. If the Sharks-Cowboys Grand Final, I'll make you a moderator of the channel, Shannon. If the Sharks-Cowboys make the Grand Final, I'll make you a moderator of the channel, Shannon Humphreys. If the Sharks-Cowboys even both make the 8, I'll make you a moderator of the channel. How about that one? Both of them have to, because the Sharks may sneak it. Don't think they do, but they may sneak it. Cowboys, I don't think so either. But they're both not good, man. I don't know where that's come from. All Rabbitohs here with a chance. Ooh, nice little run there. 40 metres out here from the Raiders line. Damien Cook, nice play the ball underneath. And I don't think he was square market there, Whiten. Surprised I wasn't a 6 again or a penalty. Reynolds gets his ball back here. And the Rabbitohs are going to be, 30 metres out here from the Raiders line. Fifth tackle. And Reynolds here's going to have to kick it. No, he's not. He's going to pass it off. Benji Marshall, left-hand side. Chance here. Gagai. I think it's a try. I think this is a try for the Rabbitohs. It is a try for the Rabbitohs. So the Rabbitohs will take the lead here. They will take the lead by 8 points, 24-16. Now, guys, mind you, the Raiders obviously were up by 8 at one point in this game. But like I said, I think the Raiders needed a lot more points than them. At halftime. To beat this Rabbitohs team that is a very good second half team. St. Harvey says, okay, that's a good deal, boys. Shannon, I'm kind of making a joke, mate, because the Sharks and Cowboys aren't good. The Sharks and Cowboys aren't good, my man. So it's kind of a joke. But if they do win the grand final or make the finals, if Sharks and Cowboys both make the finals, I'll make you moderator, Shannon. But the point of the matter is that it's pretty much a 0% chance because they're both shithouse. Sport Reaction says, what were you saying about Cody Walker? I thought he wasn't that good in the first half, and I saw a couple of comments from you as well, mind you, saying that he was not a good fullback. So I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, nice try to call out, though, but I don't think he's a good fullback. I think that what he's doing right now is playing basically as a half. What he's doing out in that left centre edge area is basically playing as a half. So I would not call what he's doing a fullback. But Johnson here, with 8 tries for the season. So he's still behind David Fifita and Cumber, who's on number 1. But we all care about David Fifita. Jaden, I still like my prediction 42-10. 42-10? Well, Rays have already scored 16. Palestine said, is it weird talking to a camera? I used to it. But, man, I've been doing this for ages, man. This is how it is. You know, it never even used to be weird, to be honest with you. But Reynolds here, going for a kick from the sideline. Now, I put him off a kick last week. If you don't know what happened, you should have checked my Instagram out. Oh, he's going to hit that one. So Rays aren't as good as me. But I really put Reynolds off a kick last week. And if you haven't seen it, I was banging the drums, obviously. I was asking him what team he's going to next year. I literally went through all 16 teams. And he missed it by a long way, which is something he never does. Can't remember says that left side of the Rabbits is too easy to score tries with. Yeah, Dane Gagai. Sorry, not Dane Gagai. Actually, is Gagai on the left wing? Left centre, sorry. Yeah, Dane Gagai is left centre. Alex Johnson out there. And obviously Walker coming in underneath. But Benji Marshall there too. Benji Marshall obviously getting that ball out. But yeah. Reece Dumlo says Sean Johnson got turned down by the Warriors. Twice. He got turned down by the Warriors. Which is interesting considering that their halves are shithouse. Cody Nicarima and Channel Harris Davida are not great. They're not great. I'm sorry. Not great. But that's a good kick there from Reynolds. So slots that one through. And what are they on now? What's the score? 26-16. So 10-point game here. 10-point deficit. But Aiden Chapman says, how do we enter the giveaway? I'll let you know at the end of this game. Welsh Name says, hello, mate. Hello, Welsh Name. How you doing? 23 minutes left here to go, guys. 26-16 is the score to the Rabbitohs. Is it over yet? Not yet, but if the Rabbitohs score next, yes. If the Rabbitohs score next, it is. So actually, Reece Walsh is playing 5'8" this week. Is he really? I thought he was playing fullback still. I thought the Tuivasa-Sheck was still on the wing. Jaden says he's galore for bunnies. Might be. No idea. Storm vs. Wow 26-16. Fair enough. Jay Harrison says go the Rabbitohs. Yeah, Rabbitohs second half. They're going to come strong. That's why I said at half time. Raiders needed to hold out. They need to keep that 8-point deficit. Realistically, needed to make it a 14-point deficit for them to win this game. And the Raiders need to have a real big, long look at themselves because right now they're not going to be in the 8 at the end of this week. After 8 rounds, the Raiders are not going to be in the 8. It's crazy. Reece Dumlo says, who do you think will win the final? Panthers. Fifth tackle here. Rabbitohs put that ball up here. And it's going to come down here. Good take. Very good take there. Is that Simonson? Jeez. Stormvan says Reece Walsh plays 5'8" this week because Shaun Sullivan is out. That's why. Well, there you go. I'll read what she's reading. It says, Isaiah Papali'i did well to leave the Warriors for Para. Absolutely. Warriors aren't winning anything in the next, 5 years. Para at least are in the talks. Do I think they do? No. But at least they're in the talks. If they want to win the comp, they need to get Reynolds. They need to poach Reynolds from the Cronulla Sharks. If Eels want to be good, they need a better half. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. You need a better half than Mitch Moses. And Reynolds is that guy. Chris with a nice little run there. He's actually injured here, I think. I think Sebastian Chris is injured here. Fourth tackle. He's gone down here. Yep, he is injured. Welsh Name says, Warriors have been horrific this year. Yep. I called it pre-season. Everyone was like, oh, you're crazy, man. You're crazy. Everyone said, you're crazy. Now, I put them too low. I put them in 13th. But realistically, I have them in probably about 11th from what I've seen so far. First tackle here for the Rabbitohs. They're 25 metres out. People literally said, you're a nut job. And I said, why? Look at their spine. Wade Egan, Channel Harris Davida, Cody Nicarima, and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. But Tuivasa-Sheck is having to make up for the entire team. He can't be special anymore because he's having to make up for his entire team just not being that great. So he's not the special Tuivasa-Sheck that we all know. Sebastian Chris is still injured here, by the way, guys. Ula Lamanu says, man, why did I tip the Raiders? Yeah, no, not a good tip at the moment. But I guess in the first half, you would have been liking it. I was liking it. Reece Dumlo says, but they're at 9th now. That's great, but that's because a lot of other teams are really, really bad. And there's no guarantee they'll beat the Cowboys this week. I've tipped the Warriors, but I'm not confident in them. And the fact of the matter is that if I'm not confident in the Warriors over the Cowboys, I'm not confident in the Warriors over anyone besides the Titans. And that's not because I believe the Warriors are better than the Titans, because I goddamn do not. I don't think the Warriors are better than the Titans. But the Warriors, the Titans bogey team. The Warriors will always beat the Titans. Season-wise, no. But game to game, Warriors beat the Titans. They just always seem to do it. So, no, I don't believe the Warriors are the 9th best team in the competition right now. And realistically, if they don't beat the Cowboys, they probably will drop to about 11th or 10th. 11th. So we're just waiting for an injury right now. Sebastian Chris is coming off the field. Storm fans, I tipped the South Sydney. Well, there you go. Well, they're the favourites. They were the heavy favourites too. I think they were like what? Like $1.60 or something like that. James says Warriors are a worrying toss of the coin, so I think Warriors will get over in this one, but I wouldn't get your hopes up, Warriors. Yeah, exactly right. If they win, they jump the Raiders, which would jump them into the top 8. Oh, jeez, that's a good pass. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. Rabbitohs win the game. It's 30-16 here with 21 minutes to go here, and that is a brilliant try from the Rabbitohs. That is a brilliant try from the Rabbitohs. Jeez, they're scoring points. Jeez, this team is scoring points, lads. This team is scoring points. They scored 40 last week. Actually, let's go have a look at their last couple of games. Besides the Titans game, let's go have a look at their last couple of games. So they beat the Titans, obviously 40-30. Gave up 30 points, mind you, but still scored 40. Rabbitohs against the Tigers only scored 18 there. Only scored 18, but only gave up 14. Against the Broncos, 35-6, 35 points there. Against the Dogs, 38-0, 38 points there. Against the Roosters, 26 points. Against the Seagulls, 26 points. And who else have they played? Gee whiz, I'm going back. Oh, they only scored 18 against the Storm. So their lowest score has been against the Storm and the Tigers, and that is at 18 points. Jeez. Like, that's their lowest score, 18. Like, other teams are getting 0. Dogs had 0 points for 3 weeks straight. And then you go and have a look at the Rabbitohs, and they're scoring every week minimum 20 points. Minimum 18 points, with their highest being 40. And realistically, in this game, I think they're going to hit 40. I think they can still hit 2 tries here. Raiders have given up. Raiders are done. Raiders are done in this game. Ronald Barry says game over. Sport Reckon says, let's be honest, can we stop saying the Panthers are the team to beat? You have to beat the Storm and the Rabbitohs. No. Panthers beat the Storm. Thank you very much. But thank you very much, someone for the $15 dono. Appreciate you, my dude. He says, down payment for the NRL jersey. Keep the good work, champion. Thank you very much, man. That's awesome. I really do appreciate, obviously, you giving back to the channel, man. It goes right back in to try and make the channel better. So thank you very much, my man. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to give any... Oh, jeez, that kick is ridiculous from Reynolds. He went out left and then curls it back in right. That's just stupid. But don't think that, obviously, that donation means anything more for you getting the jersey. But thank you very much, my dude. I appreciate it. But 19 minutes to go here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. And smack that subscribe button if you also haven't already. But no, sorry. Panthers beat the Rabbitohs. Panthers beat the Storm. What are you talking about, Sport Reactions? Panthers beat the Storm. And that was with no Cottershaw, no Nathan Cleary, and no Dylan Edwards. You had no Pappenhausen. But they had no Cleary, no Cottershaw, and no Dylan Edwards in the second half. And they still beat you. So, sorry to say, man. I can defend the Storm in that game too, but I'm not going to do it because it'd hype you up. Someone says just taking a land. Nah, appreciate it, my dude. Storm fans says, wow, the Raiders were down by 2. The Raiders were up by 8 at one stage in this game. The Raiders were up by 8. And now they're not. They are now down by too much to handle. Karen Rabbit says, no, it's the Panthers. Come on, man. No. So actually just trolling. I kind of respond to him in a way that everybody else can see like a genuine response to that. I know where he's trolling, but a lot of other people don't. So that's why I respond to it in a way that puts his team down when I can actually defend his team. But I'm not going to because... It's always like this. Brandon Silver says, how many subs for the giveaway? 9,000, man. We're already at it. I'll let you guys know how to win it after the game is over. So 18 minutes to go here of the game. And the Rabbitohs going to put this ball up here. Raiders need 3 converted tries in 18 minutes. Ouchie mama. They literally need a point a minute at this point. Jaden says, Panthers can have players out and still dominate. Well, they did against the Storm and won. So second time. And Panthers haven't been good this year. Panthers haven't been that great. And yet they're still first. And they're still undefeated. And they have played the Pennies. They haven't played the Pennies because they are the Pennies. They have played the Storm. So shush. Rabbitohs are on a 6-game winning streak, mind you, right now. Sorry, 7-game with this one. Manly, Roosters, Dogs, Broncos, Tigers, Titans, and buddy Raiders. 7-game winning streak. Wow, wee mama. My goodness me. The Rabbitohs are flying right now. They're giving up a lot of points, but they're scoring a lot of points, baby. They are scoring a lot of points, this team. So fit tackle over the Raiders. They're, 35 minutes out from their own line. They got a long way to go to bloody get something going here. My goodness. 32-16. Jeez, they need a lot better than what's going on right now. Jaden says, what is the giveaway for? The giveaway is for a brand new NRL jersey. I love that GIF every time it comes up, mind you. But thank you very much, Ula Lamani, for the $3.50. Appreciate that so much. Thank you very much, Ula. You should have said something so I could read it out, but no, thank you very much. But the giveaway is for a jersey, and it's for whoever team that you support. And if you obviously have a jersey this year, then we can figure out getting you some of the BKR Sport merchandise where I do all these posters and shit. Plus, shirts and jumpers and stuff like that. So we'll figure it out. But yes, that will be announced after this after the bloody game is over. But you have to be subscribed and you have to just hit the thumbs up anyway. 4 tackle here for the Rabbitohs. Their right hand side, 40 metres out from the Raiders line. Jaden says Raiders struggling to make meters. Yes, the Raiders have struggled to do anything in the second half. It's been all Rabbitohs. So Cody Walker's going to boot that ball over there. Not a good kick. And Rapana is going to pick that one off very, very easily. Jaden says Raiders struggling. That's right. Someone says I think Ricky Stewart is going to rip his players a new arsehole. They won't be able to sit down for a week after this game. Thing is though, man, is that Ricky does this every week. Ricky rips into this team every week, and he's not getting the response from him. But Sebastian Chris is away here. Sebastian Chris is away. Good tackle. Very good tackle. Rabbitohs get the ball. Jeez, you can't take him down right now. You just can't take him down right now. This Rabbitohs team is just simply too good at the moment. They're just too good in regards to scoring points. They're not great in regards to defense, but they're too good in regards to points. Storm fans is where the Raiders was down by 2. Yeah, exactly right. All right, getting back into the game here. I think with the Rabbitohs too, I think that honestly, last week also showed that it's not even the best teams. The Titans are a good team. They're above average team, but they still will lose to the better teams this year. I think last week showed that the Rabbitohs can also struggle and give up points against these kind of mid-ranging teams. They've shown that they can flog the easy teams, like the bottom teams like the Dogs and the Broncos, but they've also shown that they can concede points to everyone. Reynolds going to put this ball up here, straight to the Rays though. Easy tape. Reese Summerlin says, what's your least favourite team? Well, Broncos. Dad says, when do they play Penrith? Who played Penrith? The Rabbitohs? Oh, that's a good question. Actually, I think it's around 10. I think it's like 3 weeks away. I think I was looking at this the other week, actually. We're on stream, we're talking about it. Next week is Rabbitohs Storm, mind you, Thursday night. Wow, that's going to be a good game. Rabbitohs Storm. Here we go. Sport reactions. Let's see if he's a big man there. Eh? It was a good game between them last time out. Rabbitohs Sharks. I don't even know here. Rabbitohs Panthers on Sunday. Apex Oval. Where's Apex Oval? On the 23rd of May. 23rd of May will be when the Rabbitohs play the Panthers. So about 4 weeks away. 3-4 weeks away. Robert Duckham says, how is it possible that the Bunnies can be so shite in the first half and be world beaters in the second half? Happens all the time. So Rays here, right-hand side, chance here. Should be try. Here we go, right-hand side. Oh, dummy. Is that Simonson? Gets off to Rapana. Game on. Is game on? Is a game on here? It's 32-20. Kick to come. Can the Rays come back here? It's going to be a 12-point game here with a kick to come. Could be back to a 10-point game with 14 minutes left. The Raiders scored 2 tries. Ooh. This is dangerous. Do I think it's going to happen? No. But it's dangerous. It is dangerous, but they're going to check something with the bunker, apparently. So right-hand side, look at this. Oh, good dummy, but geez, look at the dummy. What are they? Oh, they're going to check if Rapana's hand goes out, I think, but he's obviously in. Sport Action says Storm will be too good against without their fullback and winger. Cool, mate. Oh, look at this. Curtis Scott, unbelievable. That was just ridiculously good there from Curtis Scott to sucker that in. The pass wasn't great, but Rapana brings it in. An easy try there for the Raiders. Is game back on. 10 points the difference with 14 minutes to go. This is in Canberra. Miracles do happen, lads. My goodness me, we could be in for a game right now. Jaden says, yes, some silly decisions by the Rabbitohs that need fixing up despite their lead. Rabbitohs are a bad defensive team. They are a bad defensive team. This is why I worry for them against a Storm team who can score and defend, against a Panthers team who can score and defend. Eels can't really score but can defend. So it's interesting, that matchup, Rabbitohs and Eels. But again, last year we saw the Rabbitohs and Eels have a big match in the finals, and it was very high scoring. Sammy Sue says Bunnies are on fire with that blowout lead. Yes, but the Raiders are still in this game now after this try. The Raiders are still in this game with this try here. Reese Upload says the Warriors did it to Canberra. They did, different circumstances though. The Warriors only did that because the Raiders had like one player on the bench for 70 minutes, and Rapana misses the kick. Barada, please. Man, like, come on, man. Now you have to get 2 converted tries. Like, Rapana, please, mate. What you doing? Sport Reactions says this game isn't over, but the goal kicking is going to cost them. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you, Sport Reactions. Don't agree with you much, but I agree with you. Dasmate says all the top try scorers are backs except Feder. Bro, for Feder, a forward should not be on 9 tries after 7 rounds. Sorry. Tomorrow night could score another 3. It's just straight up. Like, Fafita should not be a second row forward, a forward at all, should not be on over 5 tries. A front row forward or a second row forward shouldn't even be nearly on 2 tries. Forwards don't score tries. And if they do score a try, it's like 1 or 2 in a season. Not 9 in 7 rounds. It's ridiculous, bro. So, yeah, and he has a chance to go above 10 after 8 rounds tomorrow. Jaden said, I was surprised at the game like a few weeks ago when Eels beat Raiders at home 35-10. No, I wasn't really surprised by that. But I tipped the Eels, but I wasn't greatly surprised by that. Somebody says the Raiders can still catch up unless they mess up their chances. Well, they need 2 converted tries now. So 3rd tackle here for the Raiders, 35 metres out here from their own line, and good little run there. 4th tackle here, 42 metres out. Good little run, but not really much going on here, and Whiten's going to get slapped. I don't know why he didn't pass that ball there. Adam Ishmael says, Rabbitohs have it in the bag. We'll get 2 more tries, I reckon. Bro, I don't know. You could be right, but in the same sense, I don't know. The Raiders are coming here, but in the same sense, they're not looking too threatening on that next set. You really need to really dominate that set there to continue it going. Fan says, did someone in the NRL get past 100 points? No, I think the highest score was like 90. I think it was like the Dogs in the 80s, something like that, or Eels in the 80s, something like that. I'm not too sure. But no, I don't believe anyone's gotten over the 100 points marker. And by the way, that 90 points or 80 points was done at a time where the points were 3 points a try, not 4 points a try. So realistically, if you want to go by today's rules, then yes, over 100, well over 100. But yeah, no, that was when there was 3 points per try. Rexo, no, it's not impossible, Stormfan. 5th tackle here for the nowadays, probably yes. But back then it wasn't. And if you want to go and have a look at the 3 points per try and see that there was a game where it was like 88 points to the Bulldogs or Eels or whatever back in the 80s or 70s, then you start to realise, wait a second, it is possible. But all the teams nowadays are there's too much money and quality in the game nowadays for that to happen. Somebody says anyone's game at this point. Not really. It's Rabbitohs' game, but if the Raiders can score, it's anyone's game, but it's not really anyone's game. Rexo says Doggies lost 91-6 to the Dragons. Yep, with 3 points per try. Raiders here, left hand side. Chance here. Steps on the inside again. Razor away here. Aikens away. Aikens away here. Aikens away here for the Raiders. Ooh, taken down 4 tackle. 33 metres out here from the Rabbitohs line. Need to go quick. Right hand side. They've got space galore out here. They've got like a 6-on-4. They've got like a 6-on-4. Chancey, oh my God, he's going to pass it out. That's a 4 pass. Idiot, bro. Idiot. 4th tackle, you're an idiot. Bro. Rapana, I don't know why you're smiling there. You're an idiot. Why are you passing that ball? There? Mitchell Vella says, do you think the Broncos will come last or Dogs? At this point, Broncos. Camera says, oh, come on. But that would have been good if that was a try. Shannon Humphrey says, you did say that either the Sharks or the Cowboys are in the top 8. No, I said both teams. I know exactly what I said, and I stand by it. Because I did say this, I literally responded to that. I said both teams have to. Neither team will make it because they're both shithouse. Like Cowboys and Sharks are both shithouse. They're both going to be lucky to even be close to the 8. But no, I remember what I said, and there's a stream to prove it too. Adam Ismail says you're behind by 26. No, I'm not. I am probably behind by about 5 seconds to you. But the stream is probably 15 seconds behind for you, or 10 seconds. Bishal Cudcast. Cody Walker not going to score? Well, not so far, no. He's a fullback and hasn't been that good at fullback today. He's had a couple of good passes, but in the same sense, he's not great. He's not been a great fullback. So 2nd tackle here for the Rabbitohs. They're 40 metres out here from their own line. Rex Inco says, I reckon Tigers or Broncos for Spoon, even though it's early rounds. Just look at it. And at this point, Tigers is getting because Coach going to get sacked. I don't think he gets sacked just yet, but I said Tigers. Actually, I don't know why I said Broncos, but it's between Broncos and Tigers for me. Sport Action says Cowboys are making the 8, lucky not finish bottom 4. Absolutely. They've had a couple of good games here and there, but they're still shithouse. So 4th tackle here, left hand side. Rabbitohs with the ball. Reynolds Cody Walker taking down there 5 metres into his run. Duffy says our Raiders are so arrogant. What? What do you mean Raiders are so arrogant? What are you talking about? What the shit comment was that? That was the most random... What? on earth are you What are you doing? Jake Mills says, go the Dragons. You're opening yourself up to be slapped up as a Panthers fan, calling another team arrogant. What the shit are you talking about? A team down by 12 points with 8 minutes to go and you're calling them arrogant? Are you drunk, bro? So third tackle here for the Raiders. They're 35 minutes out. Somebody says still game on. It is definitely still game on here. So White, that's a high tackle. Penalty, son. So fourth tackle here for the Raiders. Right-hand side here. Right-hand side. They're at the halfway point. It is definitely still game on here. Joshua Mitchell says, what do you think of Sam Walker? I think it's good. Very young, but still very good. So White in here boots that ball up here. Oh, difficult kick to take. Oh, he's knocked the ball. Cody Walker's been fantastic, hasn't he? Sport reactions. So Ray's here with a chance. Joshua Inco says somebody had too much to drink. No, he's just penalty. No, you have to go for the six quickly. And second bit. Oh my God, sin bin. Oh my God, it's a sin bin for the Rabbitohs. It's a sin bin for the Rabbitohs. With 7 minutes to go, the Rabbitohs have a sin bin. The score is 32-10. There is 7 minutes to go. The Raiders need to score 2 converted tries, but the Rabbitohs are going to play the rest of this game without a player. They're going to be down a man. With 7 minutes left, they'll be down a man. This is actually crazy right now. Somebody says, I knew it was going to be a great game with a 12-point difference. Well, Jacob Host goes to the bin. Here. So, 7 minutes, the Rabbitohs have to hold on here. Could send it to extra time. I believe he would come back 3 minutes into extra time if it happened. 7 minutes left. Left-hand side here. Raiders need to score right now, though. Oh, good run there by Soliola. They're going to be 1 metre short here. Second tackle. They just need to pass this ball and try and find that gap because there will be a gap somewhere. White in here. Left-hand side. Should be a try. No, he's going to have to step inside again. Simonson taken down. Set restart here for the Raiders. 4 metres short. Goes to the short. And he's going to get taken down 1 metre short of the line. Second tackle here. The set restart for the Raiders. They need to score right now. And they need to score again. But they still need to score right now. They can't be thinking about the next try. They need to be thinking about this try right now. So it's going to be Goula here with the ball. 15 metres short here of the line. Raiders here. This is their last chance. Third tackle here. That's a set restart in my opinion. That's another set restart in my opinion. They're not going to call it though. Right-hand side here underneath to Soliola. Oh, good tackle there by Damien Cook. He saved the try there in my opinion. Fourth tackle here for the Raiders. 5 metres short here of the line. 6 minutes left here, guys. Need to convert a try right now. Gets it out to the left-hand side. Whiten should be trying to lead the post. It's going to be a penalty. No, it's going to be a penalty. No try. I'm sorry, no try. I don't think this is a try. I think Benji Marshall, I think they're going to call it a no try here. They're going to check for an obstruction. So it's going to be called a try. They're going to check for an obstruction here. So they've called a try on the field. But Benji Marshall, I think he milks that, to be honest with you. I think Benji Marshall milks this, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be a no try here. They're going to check this, but I'm pretty certain this is a penalty. I'm pretty certain this is a penalty here, but in the same sense, like it's not blatant, but he does stop in the line, and I think Benji just milks this. Benji milks that, like absolutely. So it will be no try here. Unfortunately, it's not over. So he's gone through there, and I think this is going to be a no try. Yeah, no try. So it will be a penalty. This is why I called it before it happened. Reese Summerlow says, you already know the Warriors with hands. Cool, mate. Won't happen. It's Eggs YouTube says, Rabbitohs for life. Warriors are shithouse. Sport Reaction says, Milk, he could have tackled him. It's not that he could have tackled him, but he could have at least made a play at him. But you could obviously tell that Benji Marshall had no intention to make a play there and just wanted that penalty. So it will be a penalty here to the Rabbitohs, and that might save the game, but there's still 5 minutes to go here. Raiders will still get maybe 2.5, 3 sets to get 2 converted tries. But yeah, that's dodgy because Benji Marshall clearly utilised that to his advantage. But that's a part of the game, baby. That's a part of the game. Benji Marshall knows what to do. He knows what to do. It's as YouTube says, who do you think is going to win? Well, Rabbitohs, they're up by 12 points with 5.5 minutes to go, but there is still a sin bin here. There is a sin bin here for the Rabbitohs. Jane says, but I have to say Rabbitohs got there. Well, it's not over yet, but in the same, I don't know why they're yelling out bullshit. It's an obvious shepherd. Like it's an obvious obstruction. And that's just on the defender. That's on the attacker right there. I don't know what Goula's doing. Like, you're a lazy dude. You are lazy. You stood in you blatantly stood in the line. Benji Marshall could have made a tackle there, but he obviously used it to his own advantage. All right, penalty. Noah Yossi says, I got Bunnies win the Prem. I wouldn't be basing it off this game so far, or last week's game. they've got a horrible defense, and if they play a team that can actually defend, then I think there's a worry for them. I think when they play the Panthers and the Storm, it'll be interesting. They've already played the Storm once and they lost. Came good in the second half, but led up a lot of points. Storm are able to score and defend. Panthers are able to score and defend. Eels are able to defend, not really score, but with the Rabbitohs' defense, they can score. It's going to be shootouts, it's going to be shootouts with every team the Rabbitohs play, realistically, unless they play a shithouse team like the Dogs, the Broncos, the Tigers. Tigers actually made it close with them, who were shithouse. Sammy Sue says Bunnies are winning it unless the Raiders come up with something. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Damien Cook here, good little run there. Good little run. 4 minutes 40. The Raiders need to score on the next set. It's just simple as that. Rabbitohs next 5 games. Storm home, Sharks away, Panthers home, Eels home, and bye. That's a tough 4 games. Whew. That is a tough 4 games, but at least they're all at home. But realistically, their home is everyone's home. ANZ Stadium is everyone's home. So 4 tackle here for the Rabbitohs. They're 42 minutes out here from the Raiders line. They don't need to score, though. Could go for a field goal, but I don't think they would because that'd be a 7 tackle set incoming. So 5th tackle here for the Rabbitohs. They're 35 minutes out here from the line. Don't forget, guys, smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already and subscribe if you're new around here. We will be back for tomorrow night's games. And good take. Very good take there by Aikens there. Alan Davis says, what do you think? Who do you think will win the NRL this year? Panthers. Jaden says, Rabbitohs first half, they look tired and stale. This half made it better. Yes, but this is how they always play. This is how they always play. Raiders next 5 games. Knights at home. Bulldogs away. Storm at home. Roosters away. And bye. Difficult-ish. Not really difficult. Can do something in the first 2 games, but might struggle the last 2 games. Raiders here, 2nd tackle. Need to score on this set. Like I said, need to score on this set. Should have passed that ball. So 3rd tackle here with the Raiders, not making anywhere near enough meters here. 31 meters out here. Still got that extra man, though. They need to be finding that gap with the extra man because there is going to be a gap. There is simply going to be a gap. You need to get the offload away. You need to find the space. He gets the offload away. Chance here. Underneath. He's still going here. Havili's still going. And 40 meters out. 4 tackle. Need to score right now. 4 tackle here with the Raiders. 40 meters out. Right-hand side. Gets it off. Tarpanay, not doing too much there. Gets the offload away, though. There has to be a gap. Don't let the forward run it. You have to throw this ball away. Hudson Young, throw this ball away, bro. What are you doing? You're wasting time. You are wasting time. Hudson Young, that was the biggest waste of time run I've ever seen in my life. You are an idiot. You just wasted 5 seconds of your team's time in a time where you can't waste anything. Right-hand side here. White underneath. It's a try for the Raiders. This is a try for the Raiders. They need to get the kick, though. I think this is a try for the Raiders, but they're going to check this. I think they call no try. Are they saying this is an obstruction? Because there was something odd that happened here. So he's called no try, obviously, because he doesn't go up unless... But if this is a try, this is big. I think this is fine, but I don't know what happened here. So they put it underneath. He slipped over. No, but he... So he's caught that. Oh, he has caught it behind him, though. Yeah, but I don't... What are you talking about, though? I'm sorry, but he does not get an advantage from that play. That's the correct call, but he does not get an advantage from that play. That's a tough call there, lads. Like that's the correct call based on the technicality of it, but common sense needs to play on here. Come on, that's a bullshit call. This is the point of technicality versus common sense. I'm sorry, but are we really saying that he gained an advantage from going behind his play there? Are we really at the point where we're saying that he has gained an advantage from going behind the play there? Minty Rabbitohs laughing. Man, I don't know why you'd be laughing because you've had plenty of horrible calls go against you over the years. So you should probably think outside of your own little area and probably don't laugh at another team's misfortunes when you blatantly know that that is a horrible call based on common sense. But it's all good. If you want to laugh, then people will just dislike your team and cool. No one will want your team to win the grand final. So that's all fine. Minty Rabbitohs says the ref knows all about it. I'll remind you of this. Don't you worry. I'll remind you of this. I really do hope the Rabbitohs, get cost in a game this year, which will happen. It will happen because people need to respect it. People need to understand that every team goes through it. But come on, man. We're all NRL fans here. We can all blatantly see that was common sense here. I don't care who wins this game. I want the Rabbitohs to win this game. I'm a Titans fan. I want the Raiders to stay below us. But I have a bit of respect, brother. Tasmate says South fans need to know they were shithouse. Oh man, holy shit, they were shithouse the entire start of my life. But they're very good now. But left-hand side, Benji Marshall underneath. Kolomatangi gets the ball up to Benji, and Benji tackle down a fit tackle. That's a dirty play there from Rapana. Rapana came in there, and yeah, I think that's a penalty there. I think that's a penalty there, but in the same sense, that was dirty. That was dirty from Rapana. He came in with the shoulder there. No, fair enough. I think Benji deservedly deserves to be upset there. I think he's deservedly upset there. I take the 2 here from the Rabbitohs. I take the 2. Even though we've won the game, I take the 2. Blaze YouTube says Raiders robbed from that try. Well, no, Raiders weren't robbed. Raiders were robbed of an opportunity. They weren't robbed of the game. The Rabbitohs are the better team. Rabbitohs deserve this win. But they were robbed of an opportunity because, look, the thing you got to remember is that that's technicality-wise, the right call. But common sense has to play a factor. Like, it just has to. Because otherwise, we're going to get to a ridiculous point. Like, we will. Because it's just blatantly. Like, he has... The first try... I guess you could say it's a no try because he does still stop on the line. It is just obvious. The second try just now, like, it doesn't impact the play at all whatsoever. He's not even like, Gagai's still on the play. He didn't even get distracted or anything. He didn't even barely look at the guy falling over. Like, that's the thing. Eric the Reds says can't see the game, which is happy they didn't score. Oh yeah, well, fair enough. As a Titans fan, I'm happy. As a Titans fan, I am happy. But as an NRL fan, I'm like, as a rugby league fan in general, I'm just like, it's realistically the wrong call. And the Rabbitohs will miss the kick. Oh, I guess it just. Nice kick there by Reynolds. So it will be 34-20. Rabbitohs are deservingly the winners of the game, guys. Rabbitohs are deservingly the winners of the game. So, like, don't think that I'm coming here and saying the Rabbitohs are unfair winners because they are. They are fair winners here. They were the better team in this game. But, you know. It's just logic. And mentally, Rabbitoh, like, brother, you're going to ruin your reputation in the chat. Like, you go for gold, man, but people aren't going to like you in future stream, my man. So 28 seconds to go. I've seen plenty of people do it. Golden Anime started out like you too. I remember that. Oscar Burke says, our Raiders out of the 8. Now, Raiders will be out of the 8, yes, because the Warriors will play the Cowboys. Actually, no, because they've lost by 14 points, they now drop below the Warriors on for and against. So the Warriors are into the 8, just not even playing anything here. The Warriors are in the 8 with a minus 25 points differential. If that doesn't tell you how shit this competition is this year, besides the top 4, then that'll do me. That minus 25. The Warriors are in the 8. They haven't even played a game this weekend. Haven't even played a game this weekend. And they've gone into the 8 over the Raiders. Like, gee whiz. Media Rabbitohs, the difference between laughing and celebrating, my man, because we all know what you're laughing at. But that isn't going to be the end of the game here, guys. It is 34-20 as the final score. The Rabbitohs deserved winners. At half time, they just kind of flew home in the end, and we all knew what was going to happen. I said at half time, the Raiders need to be up by more than 2 points. They just do. Otherwise, it's just not going to, it's just not going to be good for the Raiders. And they just got rampaged in the end. Yes, they got robbed of an opportunity. Does that ruin the game? No, in my opinion. I think overall, like, no. The opportunity, like, would have been there. They could have scored another try, didn't. Had plenty of time in this game, didn't do it, let alone that second half. Like, it was just a bad second half by the Raiders. So, fair enough win there. And it's just how the cookie crumbles, baby. The Rabbitohs go up to second now, above the Eels. The Eels obviously get to play the Dogs, so the Eels will go back above them. Panthers, I still think, are 2 or 4 points above it in first place. So, yeah, that's pretty much how it goes, lads. Now, guys, if you want to win that NRL jersey that for hitting 9,000 subscribers, that was meant to do for the Rabbitohs Titans vlog. Now, guys, the next video that I put up, not the stream, the next video I put up, so you have to have your post notifications on because I can't tell you when this video will come up. It will be next week. It probably will be Monday, but I can't promise you. So the next video that comes up, that gets uploaded, you need to comment on that video and you need to say how long you've been supporting the channel and who your team is. And then you will win a brand new NRL jersey. One of you will. Not you will. Just one of you will. It's nothing to do with how long you've been supporting. That's just for my own interest. Literally for my own interest. That is just you commenting. And I will randomly select someone who is subscribed and likes that video to win the competition. So I'm going to jump off for now, guys. I will be back tomorrow night for the Broncos-Titans game and also the Sharks and Storm game. I'll be here pretty much all weekend because I'm not doing any vlogs this weekend. But like I said, Monday will more than likely be a video, and that's the one you comment on. Might even be an NRL tips video for next week. We'll see how we go. But jumping off for now. Appreciate you as always. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.